Hello and a very good morning. Sorry, I was just having a little. There you go. Oh, if you're going to do it, just don't slurp it. Just drink it nicely.
That's what a straw's for.
I know, but you don't go. You just go.
You don't know how to drink.
Oh, I do now.
You're one that drinks with a pinky up, don't you?
Don't know what do you mean. Don't know what do you mean. You set the alarms off now as well. You've been drinking, seriously. Anyway, a very good morning and welcome along to Crafters TV, start of a brand new week, Monday morning. My name is Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us on what is going to be a brilliant day. We kickstart your morning with Craft Chat Create and also, of course, Wake Up Call, where we bring you a whole host of brilliant previews, hints, tips and demonstrations, and of course we're celebrating right across this month because it is National Craft Month. Did you get off my drink? It's National Craft Month, and during this month we are bringing you some amazing deals, but also some kind of like little bits and pieces that we bring to you maybe for a couple of days, maybe for a week. At the minute we're doing 25% off selected.
How much?
Yes. 25% off selected Totally Tiffany items, and those selected items being the Triangle Traveller.
Cool.
Yes, which is obviously super cool for all of your crafty goodies, but I always kind of keep eyes on this for sort of taking away and like wash bags.
Absolutely.
And things like that. They're perfect for.
Yeah. Do you know what it would do as well? It would complement our travel bags that we just launched last week as well.
Oh, yes.
So you could have your key accessories within that one, and then your smaller little bits and pieces that you need as well.
Yeah.
That will work well.
So that is the current deal, 25% off. Check the website for full details on that. And of course, we enjoy the show today because we have lots of guests, lots of friends, and you'll see, well, you've already seen him about 3 or 4 times already. The lovely Craig joins me over the course of the show today. What you got coming up for us?
You thought you'd introduce me then?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's all about him. Yes, we've got a busy day coming up today, all throughout today on Crafters TV. We have got a phenomenal launch day as well, and she's back in the building. The boss is back.
Yes.
And she's going to be here. Well, I'll give you a little bit of a tease.
Oh, go on.
These fab new edgeables. Not just any edgeables, but you've got stamps that are going to work in conjunction as well. But as you know by now, edgeables just aren't always edgeables. There's going to be so much that you can do with them, and the boss herself is going to be showing you all the different things that you can be doing them, but that's on launch day.
It is. It's the brand new Gemini Border Stamp and Die collection. Lovely set, and actually really, really affordable for you today as well. And we are super excited to say that we have got another one of our crafty friends in the studio all day today, not only jumping in on this show, but also later on launch day and indeed on Monday Makers. And it's the reason that we are slurping the non-existent drink in this lovely little coffee cup. The lovely Jodie joins us on Tonic. How are you, Jodie?
I'm fine, absolutely fine. How's it go, Ben? You can't take them anywhere, guys. No.
You've got loads of brilliant goodies coming up for us, not least the ability to make these cute little coffee cups and lots more, haven't you?
I have got some amazing, I've got all the perfume bottles here in 3 different varieties. I have got a bundle of 3-dimensional dies. So we're talking the coffee cups, the lanterns, and also the little houses. But shop ahead, we have brought the A4 die storage and also the medium as well. And I have to say that is one of Tonic's absolute super duper products.
Yeah, already you guys are shopping the show. The Tonic goodies are disappearing already. So if you see something you love, make sure you grab it. And it's a great chance to jump in actually and grab the deals before they arrive on the shows later on. And talking about the shows, here is a list of what is coming up. Of course, you're with us right now for Wake Up Call. We've also got Craft Chat Create coming up later on, where we're going to be talking about it being National Name Day. More on that to come in just a little bit, but if you've got an interesting story about why you're called what you're called, do let us know, or maybe you know the meaning of your name. We would love to hear about that in the comments, and we'll mention that a little bit later on. But this show takes us through till 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific, and then following this, a little bit later on, we, of course, will be bringing you Launch Day, where Sarah will be back. Super excited about that. I'll be with you for the first hour of that show. George will be here for the rest, and of course, Jodie will be popping in as well, and we'll be previewing heavily those brand new border dyes. 2 o'clock here in the UK, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific, and 3 hours of fun there. And then we finish off your day, with it being a Monday, with Monday Makers. Corinne will be joining us for that later on. I'm only laughing because when I saw her last, she was calling the show Monday Madness.
It was shit, brilliant.
Which
I like that.
I quite like that.
I like that.
And I think it kind of sums the show up a little bit better, but it's definitely called Monday Makers. George will be here as well, and once again, you'll be seeing the lovely Jodie, so plenty of chances to shop with us today. 6 o'clock tonight, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Pacific, and as always, loads of great products across the show, but this is the show to jump in and grab those deals early, so then you can sit back, enjoy all of the inspiration and demonstration that will be coming your way right throughout the course of the day. And with it being a brand new week, with it being a Monday, it must mean that we've got a brand new get it, got it, good. And in fact, we do have a brand new Get It, Got It Good. It's the Spectrum Noir metallic selection, where you're going to get 12 of our metallic pencils. You're also going to receive in this 12 of our metallic pens as well. So you're going to get the antique elements and your rare minerals. And the deal on this is absolutely superb, because probably if you've got those metallics, you'd want some darker cardstock to be working on. And you get that. You get a free 9x12 black paper pad to go with that collection. 20% saving, $29.58 platinum today. $39.08 if you are a club member, and that deal is live. That deal is live this week, or whilst stocks last. You're right.
Yep.
Stop it.
You're doing it to me.
You were doing it to me. He came in today, just before we get started. He came in today very excited, because you know we love our wrestling.
Yeah.
And he came in today, he walked into the office, he thought he was like Stone Cold Steve Austin or something. He came in with like 2 championship belts, like draped over his shoulders, didn't you?
I did,
Where
yeah.
Where do you get those from? Because it was very showbiz, the whole way that you walked in, were like, I'm Craig Laird, and I'm here to craft.
I did. Someone you know very well as well, Dan Bancroft. He worked here in the UK on Create and Craft. Well, he had them in his dressing room before they shifted studios, and he very kindly sent them to me. His wife Emily says, when you're clearing out your dressing room, if you don't need it, it's not coming home. So he thought, who can he send them to that would appreciate them? So that lovely parcel was there waiting for me this morning when I came in, and I was absolutely buzzing. So yes, you'll see the pictures across on social media, because I've posted them.
We have, and we had a lot of fun with those this morning.
You're smelling lovely tonight. Today?
Tonight?
This morning? Tonight. Tonight.
Thank you, darling.
You smell lovely, eh?
Well, you're looking lovely tonight as well. It's me cheap knockoff aftershave. Smells like the expensive one, but
It does. It really does.
Anyway, let's crack on with what we've got coming up.
Stop flirting with me.
You stop flirting. What do you
Stop
like? Oh, stop it, you.
Stop it.
You stop it. We've got the outline. What is he like? We've got the outline die collection. 17 elements in total here. This is a really, really good deal coming up on Craft Chat Create. $29.35 or $37.59 is your price on this. And I love these for the fact because they are so versatile when it comes to your craft. I'll show you all of the boards that we've got here. You've got the cards there that you can show in just a second. And you're going to get all of these within the collection. So you've got your gorgeous Pretty Posy. Also in this set, you've got a lovely collection of florals. Again, these are called your fabulous florals, so lots of different flowers. You've got your foliage in there as well to build up all of these different scenes. Then you've got your blooming botanicals as well. On top of all of that, you've got more of that gorgeous foliage in there, which is your simple sprigs. You're going to receive some stunning butterflies as well. And finally in this collection, you've got the lovely dragonflies. And these afford you lots of different ways because you can simply cut these and kind of like create your own backgrounds. You can cut these and place these over acetate. You can make shakers with these. They're so versatile, aren't they?
They really, really are. So think of them, they're being the outline dye. So think of them if you were maybe to do heat embossing with black powders, maybe your outline stamps that you've got, gives you that same effect. But what you've got is, you've got detail, but then you've got some that are a planar shape. We'll show you them just in a moment. So something as simple as creating a background with your spritzing bottles, maybe your inks, maybe any of your sparkle pens, anything like that. Create your own background and then pop a die cut over the top. You can then come across, of course, and then ink them if you want, but they're creating that as focal point. Got the focal point, but then you've got whatever design on the back. So you can see another one down at the bottom here as well. So layering on top of each other. It doesn't have to be ink, it could of course be pattern paper if you want. But then what you can start to do is, once you die cut them out, they're going to give you the aperture. Why not pop acetate in the back of it and then start to stick them back in again? So then you're going to get that sort of see-through effect. You could start to do stained glass effect if you wanted to, having the acetate, or of course, it could be a shaker. What about paper piecing? These absolutely scream to be paper piece.
Absolutely.
Now, they're not ones that you're going to do very, very quickly, but on the other hand, they're not ones that's got really, really minute detail. A couple of them might, but when it comes to the floral ones, you've got really good scope to do the paper piecing. Either straight in with your cardstock, but if you like to then colour in the actual die-cut pieces, like we've done on this one here, or what about this one here? If that does not scream Hulk Hogan, then I do not know what does. The red and yellow. So what that one's there is creating your background with the colours, then sticking the butterfly over the top, and then fussy cutting all the way out. So you can see that one there, that you've got that effect there. Really, really good. You might just want to use them as an accent into the corner if you want to. There's lots of ways in which you can use them.
You pop those under Hulk Hogan.
What you gonna do, brother?
Lots of you tuning in and watching this morning. If you want to pick up this deal, by the way, and you're in the UK, you've got that clear pay option as well. Lakieta joins us. Do you want to say a few hellos whilst I get the morning must-have ready? Just
Yeah, will do.
Oh, you can read it off your phone if you want to.
Yeah. No, let's do that. So what we have is, where's our comments coming through? So we've got Lisa saying good morning from Swiftham, UK. Hope you've had a good weekend. I have done. We've got Sarah Brown saying hello everyone from Melbourne, Australia. Hope you're all well. I'm well. Are you
I'm well, yeah.
Good. You had a busy weekend.
I did have a busy weekend, yeah, holding the fort.
Sherry saying good morning from snowy Illinois. That's the one. Yeah, somewhere.
I'll do one more.
Morning, guys, from... What a morning this is going to be. That's Kathy Meyer saying, morning, guys, what a morning this is going to be.
What a morning it is going to be, and we've got your morning must-have. This comes along each and every morning, and it's an item that we think you definitely must pop in your baskets and do it quickly because it is only here for 24 hours or while stocks last. This is a Positive Thoughts sentiment stamp card selection, 56 sheets and 20 elements, and it actually works out. It works out that you're going to get all of the goodies here, but you get the 12 by 12 paper pad for free. A lovely selection of sentiments in this. I'll do the sentiments, then you can show the papers if you like. It is all about sending those positive thoughts. It is all about sending those cards just because. So you've got sharing the love and sending positivity. And I'll just give you a selection of some of the sentiments that you've got. You've got things like follow your heart, treasure every moment, relax and let go, do more of what makes you happy. You've then got things like sending positive vibes. She thought she could, and she did. And then you've got you are enough, you are strong, you are loved. And then you've got don't be afraid to be great. A lovely selection of sentiments, but a lovely selection of beautiful card and paper as well.
An absolute beautiful selection here. Now within your A4, you're going to get not just a selection of colours, but a selection of styles. So we have got our mirror in our card here, but then what we get with that is our satin. So you've got your satin, look at that, absolutely beautiful. And then I believe we've got a couple, so I don't have it within that kind of rose gold, but you do get some of your pearlescent.
You do.
So each colour that you're going to get it in your mirror, you're going to get it in your satin, and you're also going to get it in your pearlescent as well. So you're going to create nice depths when it comes to your cards. You're also going to get your 12 by 12 paper
For free?
For free. Absolutely beautiful.
Whoa.
Don't forget, for free. So I'm going to go that, no, let's go that. I never know how to do these ones when they're the other way around.
There you go. There you go. That's
so
it.
let's go, there we are.
It's pushing me out of the way now.
Sorry,
All right, go
sorry.
on. No, go on, you do it.
Sorry, I will do.
You do it
So
then.
what we've got here is our double-sided here. Now you've got one side that's going to be the main sort of side, I would say. So you've got your, look at that one there with your foiling.
Oh,
you've got
yeah.
sort of, it's like a fabric sort of foiling
Absolutely right, yeah.
It's not a smooth one. And then what you've got is on the double-sided of each side, you're going to get a design that's going to complement. So within that one, you've got your teal foiling as well. So 12 by 12, edge to edge, all the way through. Loads more that I've just flicked through that you can see here. Getting that one. Absolutely beautiful. And don't forget as well, you can always use the front of them as well.
Hey, that is the morning must-have. It's only available for 24 hours or whilst stocks last.
I think this one's going to be while stocks last.
I do as well, particularly the fact that you get that for free. Linda says good morning from Dudley here in the UK. Val says good morning from Southampton. Sue says morning all, happy Monday, hope everyone is well. I'm off today, so having a lazy day crocheting and watching you. Right, we're going to move on now to the Pigment Ink background collection. Now this is fantastic because you're going to get a selection of amazing stencils, 7x7 in size, and I just think these are brilliant, particularly for newbies. I always think like stenciling is such an achievable craft. Like if you've never crafted before, stenciling is such an easy thing to do, and you can create the most gorgeous backgrounds. And I think it's also worth saying, as we just flick through these, whilst these are called Pigment Ink background stencils, that's not to say that you're limited just to use your pigment inks, is it? You can use whatever you like.
Not at all, and it's actually really good that you pointed that out, because occasionally we do get someone who'll say, well, you know, I don't use the pigment, or I'm not a fan of the pigment ink pad, so I can't use these. You absolutely can. These are no different to any of our other Crafter's Companion stencils, as in the way that they're made. It's just that these were brought out in conjunction with the pigment ink pads. We are going to use them, but you could be using your water reactives if you want. You can actually use your quick dries. Don't just think about going over the top of them with your inks. If you're going to go in with your shimmer sprays, anything like that, you'll be able to use. If you want to then run them through your die cutting machine with the embossing mat,
nice,
so that you can then emboss them. Now with our stencils, you're not going to get a really, really deep emboss, but you are going to get at least an emboss. So you're still going to be able to get these sort of effects. But then we are used to inking through. But if you want to then ink your cardstock, pop your stencil on the top, spritz with water and create a resist effect. That's something that we're going to do later on. So, you know, they really are, they're one of those that are, I don't think they get as much appreciation as they should do, stencils, because there's so much that you can do.
Yeah.
Yes, as Ben was saying, they're 7x7, but of course, cut your cardstock to whatever size you want, and then you can ink them through. So you don't have to only use them in the 7x7 form. Or then what to do is ink your cardstock or your material, whichever one that you want to use, and then you can then come along and then chop them down into panels if you want. So really nice is having that backdrop, or if you are just want to do something like that where you have your sentiment on the top, a little bit of a bow or gem, that's all that you really need. Lots of fun that you can have with these ones here, and I would say when you come to using your stencils, it is a lot of fun if you go and get inky. I know not everyone likes getting their hands inky, but it's well worth it. Have fun, see what you can do. You're going to get a different look every single time when it comes to these stencils. $17.97 or $23.85 for you guys stateside. If you are here in the UK, you've got your clear pay. 4 instalments of $4.49. Right, what have you got, Ben?
Oh, I've only got Jodie from Tonic, haven't I?
He does Jodie, doesn't he? Yeah, yeah.
Everyone have a sniff. Go on, have a sniff. It's lovely to have you here.
You're right, sweet.
Really good. It's so lovely to see you. And I'm so super excited because I know what's coming up, because I've had a little look, and you brought us a lovely array of products today. Not only dimensional dies, but we've got layering dies, we've got storage in here as well. But let's talk first of all about this amazing collection, your dimensional die set, where we've got the ability to make, I mean, come on, seriously, how amazing. I've seen, you know, before things like boxes, obviously, and little, you know, maybe lanterns, but nothing like this. This is such a cool idea.
These are brilliant. Now, this is a collection of dies, all your 3-dimensional dies. And you've got your coffee cup, you've got your lantern, and you've also got your little house in there. Now, there's numerous different dies within these collections, okay? So which one we're going to look at first? So this one here is your lantern.
Okay.
Okay. So your lantern, you can make in 6-side, 4-side, or 3 sides.
Okay.
So you're going to be able to make beautiful little lanterns like these ones here. You've got all panels in there to be able to decorate them as well. But you can see there that we've got the 4-side, we've got the 6-side, but you can also make it into a 3-side as well. But there's so many dies in there. Use them on your cards, you know, beautiful little set of nesting dies in there, but you've got all your construction dies in there as well. So then we're going to look at the little house.
Okay.
Yeah. So the little house, once again, you can make 4 sides, 3 sides, or 6 sides. Yeah. And look how beautiful that is. absolutely perfect for Easter. We've got Easter
yes.
on the horizon, so you've got all those different little panels that you can place in there, even the little love hearts in there as well. But the piece de resistance
Come on, this is amazing.
is your coffee cup.
Love it.
Yeah, really, really good, really, really easy to put together. But I'm thinking these are good for children's parties
Absolutely.
as well. You know, forget the straw, take the straw out. You've got popcorn holder. Yeah, you can put your sweeties
Yeah, you pick a mix.
in there. Yeah, so you can literally do all your panels in there, have them see through, so you can see your sweeties inside there. So what sort of sweets would you stick in there? I think flumps.
Pardon?
Flumps.
Flumps?
Yeah.
You like flumps?
Marshmallows.
Marshmallows?
Yeah.
Are you a flump fan, are you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes, because flumps aren't marshmallows, are they? They're the big,
You can,
and they're twisted.
yeah, I love a good flump.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I love a good flump on a Monday. I'm more of a gummy guy.
A gummy guy. Oh, you could put your gummy bears
You put your gummy bears in there, your little jelly babies, wine gums. I used to like as well. Do you remember when you used to get the pick and mixes and you get like the really long snake? But you used to have to kind of, because if you had £1 to spend, you used to have to be able to sort of judge it, because that was going to take up a lot of your pound, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
But that's a great idea, using that for popcorn and sweets and parties.
But really good.
And these, again, because I know we have a lot of new people watching all the time, these are super achievable, even if you've never crafted before.
And these will go through your smaller machines as well. You don't need your large machines to be able to play with these, so you can put them through the medium machines with no problem.
So you can grab these right now. Obviously, we'll see these over the course of the day today, but you're going to get everything that we've just shown you right there. 62 dies in total. And what a price today, £66.49 or $79.90. If you're here today because of Jodie, if you're watching for the first time because hello! First of all, say hello, but secondly, let me say thank you for joining us here on Crafters TV. We would love you to sign up to our club, because we want you to get that extra discount as well. So even if you've never shopped with us before, head to the website, sign up to the club. It's completely free to sign up. It will take you literally 2 minutes, no complicated forms. It's literally email address, name, create a password, and you'll get 20% off your first order today. So it's a great way to shop. So you'll get the platinum price, which a lot of our viewers already get. So definitely worth doing. Right. If you love construction, if you love sort of 3D projects, you will love this next collection. And funny enough, actually, it's funny that so many people are sniffing me today, because next we're talking about alluring perfume bottles. And I'm sorry, I'm really distracted about something over the other side of the studio. Great.
Have you broke that door?
What are you doing?
My cable got caught and went to work and I've hauled the door off.
Do you want to borrow my glue gun?
John! Destroying the set. John!
Oh, dear.
Sorry, we'll try and remain professional over this side of the studio whilst
Craig fixes you next.
Craig wrecks the joint. Perfume bottles, we've got 3 different designs within this collection. Shall we have a look at the boards as well before we look at everything else?
These are beautiful, and they're lovely size boxes. Yes, you've got your 3 different varieties. I've only seemed to have got 2 here. I've given the other one, so I'm just going to grab the 3rd size.
Yeah, go and grab
because these have got all beautiful facets on them. Really, really pretty facets. So you've got what I would call mummy, daddy
and baby.
Yeah, so you've got your 3 different sizes in there. So that one that you're looking at is that one there, really nice and tall. So you can put your perfume bottles in there. Maybe you want to put your miniatures in there. Yes, there is one with the miniature bottle.
Oh, I know there's one with the miniature bottle, because I've got that over there. When I picked it up a little bit earlier to take it over, I didn't realise it had something in it, and I nearly dropped it on the floor. But I managed to catch it, and you know what I call it? Because it's got alcohol in it, and I never dropped that.
Yeah, it's got a mini bottle of gin in it.
It's got a mini bottle of gin in it.
So you've got
drunk it.
that lovely size bottle there with all those gorgeous facets. You've then got the other one. Now this one is the smaller of the 3, and this is going to give you this beautiful one here. Yeah. Now talking of smellies, okay. Now I don't know about the States, but here in the UK we have something called scent bursts. and they go in your washing machine.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So if we just have a look inside there, you can see that I've got some scent bursts in there. Now, because there's no oil in them, it doesn't affect your cardstock. Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
they smell absolutely gorgeous. So you could be making those and leaving those all the way around the house as little air fresheners.
That's a lovely idea.
Really, really pretty. So that's your medium-sized one. And then you've got your dumpy one.
Dumpy.
Yeah, so it's a mixture, it's a cross really between the tall one and the small one. So you've got a sort of dumpy middle in there. It's the only way to describe
You've
it,
got a
isn't
dumpy
it?
middle.
Oh, so have I. Yeah.
That's why I wear a waistcoat, to keep it all in.
But you've got that beautiful design of that one as well. All the panels in there, all your construction dies as well. So, you know, start to use them on your cards, building up different designs. You could do a whole circle within these designs, but they really are beautiful decorative boxes.
Yeah, and they're beautifully named as well. You've got your delicate fragrance, your impassioned incense, and your ephemeral essence.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. I'm so pleased I got those right at this time of the morning.
Me too.
83 dies in total. Again, a lovely, lovely collection that I think you'll enjoy so much working with. $64.99 or $75.99. Again, if you are a platinum member, 20% further comes off. £51.99 or $60.79 is the deal there. And once again, if you are new, sign up to Club Inspire to get that 20% off. Right, next up, from sort of 3D projects to layering dies. Always really important to have like selections like this, isn't it, within your your crafting, because you'll come back to them time and time again.
Absolutely. So these are, when I look at nesting dies, there's so many different possibilities of being able to use them. Now you've got two of the same shape in each of these, but they all interconnect with each other. You've got different outside edges in there, you've got different designs in there as well. So looking at all the different ones we've got here, you've got 4 sets of nesting dies. So you've got 2 of the floral, and then you've got 2 of the other as well. But it's not until you see the possibilities of what you can achieve with just those 4 nested dies. So look at this lot.
Cool, blimey, no wonder you're making room.
So I'm making room. So we're going to go through this pretty fast, because these are just some of the combinations that you can be achieving from these die sets. So you can see you've got your large mat, you can do your frames, your apertures and everything else. But as I go through, you can see how many different possibilities you can get from these die sets. So, oh, there's another board there.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah. So all these come from those 2 sets of dies, okay? So we're then going to go on. That is just 2 sets of dies. Then then we go on to the florals.
Yeah.
So you've got all these beautiful florals in here, whether you're using them as mats, layers, even if you're having afternoon tea, using them as your doilies.
Little doilies, yeah.
As well. You know, cut into them, shape them, use them as posy holders, take the centre out, make your artificial flowers, cut a slot in there, make it into a little posy so you can put your flowers inside. But all those, from those sets of dies, is unbelievable. And then there's so many more, because you can start to cross-pollinate them as well, because these have been done in sets. So what you're seeing, imagine that 4 times over.
Yeah.
That's what you can achieve from those 4 sets of dies.
That is mind-blowing, isn't it? To see all of those...
Brilliant.
Yeah, those different combinations. And it's worth also, isn't it, having a look at some beautiful projects
It
as
is,
well
you know, whether you're using them on your cards and bringing in your florals, maybe you're putting your stamped images on there, maybe you're bringing your decoupage in as well, you can decoupage on them. But they really are a good base to start with. And let's face it, we all need a good base to be able to start. So whether you're doing your uprights, your horizontals, your vertical cards, your shaker cards.
Yes.
Yeah, really, really nice.
And again, we know that so many of our crafters have, you know, tons of cardstock, tons of different paper. Once you've got sets like this, you can totally customise to whatever the occasion, to whoever the person might be as well. These really are phenomenal. Just chat to us as well, because these are verso dies, aren't they?
They are. So a verso. So when we design a set of dies, we take the main design and then we break it down. So we literally take off the outside edges. So one die will stay in your card stock, so you can keep it very much like a laser cut imagery in your card, or you can take it completely out by applying the outside edge.
It's a brilliant collection, 46 dies in total, but you've seen all of the different sort of combinations that you can get. Phenomenal. $83.99 or $99.99, so everyone saves, what, nearly £36, almost $44. Platinum price is amazing. Now, if you're saying to me, well, hang on a minute, I'm taking advantage of all of these deals, but I've got nowhere to put them. I've got nowhere to put all of these dies. I need some storage. We need some storage, Jodie.
Do you want big or small?
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, let's build up, shall we? Let's build up. These are the absolute business, by the way. These
are superb. So this is a multi-offer. So you're actually getting 2 within this collection. So this is our medium die storage.
Let's stop you a second. That price on the screen there, that is for 1.
2.
You get both
2.
for that.
2. It's good in here.
It's not bad, is it, to be fair? 2 folders.
So these are the hardest wearing folders I have ever seen in my entire life. I literally throw these in and out of the car. Craig can yeah, I throw them in my car, in and out, you know, get me out of here, got to leave as soon as possible, throw them in the boot. So you've got your faux leather down one side, and you've got your material on the front. You've even got the little label at the side where you can actually label everything that's in there. And you've also got your handle on there. Now, yes, you could carry it with your handle, but I actually have the handle out when these are on the shelf, because space in my office is a premium. You have to earn your place on my shelves, yeah. So my shelf comes right down here, so I can't get my finger inside to pull them out. So with my handle on the outside, it means I can just pull them out of the shelf. But inside here, you are getting 6 of your double-sided magnets, so the strongest working magnets in the crafting world.
You have to pay extra for those, right? You don't get those with the bud. What?
You do.
Do you?
You then get 6 of your little pockets inside there as well.
Wow.
So you're getting 2 of these. So 2 folders, 6 double-sided magnets and 6 pockets in each, so 12 double-sided magnets, 6 pockets, for that amazing price of $28.99. Thank you very much. Medium-sized dies, absolutely superb. Stick your nesting dies on there, brilliant.
I thought you were going to say thank you very much.
I'm out of here.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? It's $28.99, $54.99, platinum price, another 20% off. That's an incredible deal today, and I know already you guys are loving these because we know how much storage we need. We know how nice it is to have, you know, if you're someone who's got so many different collections, it's nice to kind of be able to categorize them as well, isn't it? So good to have storage. However, if you're saying to me, well, I like the look of the medium ones, but have you got anything a little bit bigger?
I
want the big one.
How does this one
You've
look?
gone big on this.
So these are your A4 binders, exactly the same as your medium binders, but this is your A4.
Wow.
Same principle, labels down the side, your faux leather, your fabric fronts, but when you open this baby up, inside here, you have got your 3 pockets with your little custards.
Yeah.
And you've got 3 of your double-sided magnets inside here as well. But once again, this is a jewel pack. So you're getting 2 of them.
What a deal.
Absolutely superb. I would say about 70 to 80% of Tonic dies are now A4 in size. So to have your large ones is brilliant, because let's face it, a large one you can always go smaller, but a small one you can't go bigger. Yeah. So the big ones are superb. But one of the Billy bonuses of the large ones, should you have your medium ones,
I know what's coming.
you can actually take your inserts out of the medium and you can put dual aspect in here. So you can have one at the top there and you can have one at the bottom as well. So you can actually put multiples in there as well. Yeah, brilliant if you're storing things like, you know, your dies that come with stamps. Yeah, so you could have your die and your stamp in there as well. Really, really nice. But then the other thing, let's just stick all that back into there. Come on, Johnson, get it on So let's
Get it on all, Johnson. Aye.
So the other bonus is this actually comes with your 3 pockets, but we do have additional multiples to buy.
We're going to look at those in a second.
Although it's got 3 in there, I put about 7 or 8 in mine. If I was to put 7 or 8 onto these ring binders, the ring binders wouldn't like it. Okay. So what I do is I actually stagger these just loose in my folders.
Okay.
So I have my button at that side, and then I stagger my next one, so my button's at the opposite side. So literally, I build a stack of them, and that allows me to be able to get between 7 and 8 inside the folders.
And if you do want more of the sleeves and the magnetic sheets as well, we do have those refill bundles as well. The large bundle though, so the 2 folders with the sleeves and the magnetic sheet, what a price again, $35.99 for both, for all of that, don't forget. $47.19 if you're platinum and shopping with us in the US. And then if you want to get these, but you're thinking, well, I need more storage, again, we've got that in both the sizes, haven't we?
We do. So these are your refills for your medium storage. So you're getting 12 in there because each of those are 6. Now I have to say, these are weighty.
Yeah.
These are really weighty products. And yeah, just hold that a minute. I'll show you.
They are, aren't they?
I'll show you how strong these magnets are because they are the strongest, hardest working magnets I actually know. I've got.
Oh, hello. Oh, thank you. Lovely.
Can't get rid of that. Right. So. Here we go. So these are your magnets. 3, 4, 5, 6.
There you go.
Yeah, they're all double-sided magnets, and they are really, they're extremely strong. Yeah.
Cool, they are, aren't they?
They're brilliant. Really good. Yeah. So medium ones, absolutely brilliant for things like your sentiments, your nesting dies, because nesting dies tend to be, your base core shapes tend to be on the 15 by 15 base. But yeah, absolutely brilliant for sentiments, numbers, header dies, all that sort of thing.
Oh, and we also get, sorry, I'm just tweaking on here, so we get 6 of the magnetics, but then 6 of the little sleeves to put them in as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I'm a bit slow to twig on this one. Nicola's just gone, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm just wowed by the whole. I'm just wowed. £8.79 or £16.79 if you're platinum. Of course, you can use those in your larger ones, but then if you want the actual larger storage, you've got that for us too.
We do. So these are your large ones. So 3 in each. 3 of your double-sided magnets, 3 of your pockets in there. So grand total of 6 double-sided magnets, 6 pockets in there. So I would say that this, if you are going for the large binders, put these ones in your basket as well, and then you've got enough to put inside your binders. Because when we produce a set of new launch dies, we normally do it in sets of 2. So one of those magnets would take a whole collection on the front and the back side, yeah? But they are really good quality magnets.
$19.19 is your platinum price again if you want to add those into your basket with your folders, so 6 magnets in your pockets twice over. $25.59 if you're shopping with us in the US as well. Lots of love for Tonic coming through. We're going to have a look at some cardstock in just a second. Janet is saying, I'm so glad that I've found Tonic. Lakieta says, I love Tonic Studio products. So glad to see Jodie back. It's lovely to have Jodie with us. And such a treat to see Jodie bringing more goodies to Crafters TV, says Hadassah. And Alison says, I love Tonic Studios. Everyone, by the way, is buying the dimensionals too. Alison just saying, I had to buy that coffee cup. I'm going to make gifts. Oh, I like that. I'm going to make gifts with a Starbucks or Costa gift card inside.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. They're just a really nice size as well.
Absolutely. They're going though. Items are buying already, so get whatever it is that you want before it disappears. Lots of love for that layering bundle as well. But you also bring us beautiful cardstock. We've got the classic cardstock collection, 60 sheets in total. Tell us about yours.
Right, so this is Craft Perfect. We do different categories in our Craft Perfect. So we do metallics, we do satin boards, we do glitter cards, we do all the different varieties. But this is what we call a classic card. So a classic card is actually a 216 GSM. So that's working out at what, £82-ish for everybody in the States. So in here you've got all these different ones. You're getting 60 sheets in total. So starting off with your rose pink, absolutely beautiful. Then going on to my all-time favourite. I love this one. This is your spearmint green. You know, it's not emerald, it's got that real spearminty flavour. You've then got your navy blue. You've then got your buttermilk yellow, followed by your aubergine purple, followed by your maroon red as well. But you're getting 10 sheets of each of those, all individually packed. So when you get them, what I tend to do is I don't actually take the cellophane off, okay, because all our packaging opens from the bottom.
Lovely.
Okay, so what I tend to do is when I open my packets, I fold that inner lip back in, and then I put my bits back inside there.
Okay.
Rather than put them in my bit box. Nearly got called something else then. when I put my in my bit box, I don't tend to use it. I tend to go and pull another sheet out. But if I've got my bits within there, then I can reuse them. That was very close.
Far worse has been said on this channel, I shouldn't worry. And also, this nice cardstock to maybe use in conjunction with your dimensionals.
Yes, absolutely. Now, what I would say about the Craft Perfect, because it is only a 216, don't think you can make a card blank with it, because you can't. It's too light. But if you're making your dimensional products, if you're using your scan and cut, if you're using a Cricut machine, your mats, your layers, all those different things, this is absolutely superb for that.
Excellent stuff. 60 sheets in total. They're great price today too. Everyone saves 25%. Platinum members another 20% off. That's £9.90. $14.37 for our US viewers who are platinum as well. Sharon Capers is just on Facebook saying, I love Tonic, and Jodie is marvellous.
Oh, thank you.
Marvellous. Hadassah says, oh, there's a lot of Jodie love. Jodie is a joy to watch.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
And Panda Craft says, hi everyone. Hi Jodie, I love, love, love Tonic. I received my wine bottle bag die last week, and
Brilliant.
I can't wait to make one. So it's
lovely.
All good stuff. If you do want to get in touch, by the way, and say hello, details at the bottom of the screen. If you've got any questions for me, for Craig, for Jodie, and if you want to know more about Tonic, now is the time to get those questions in, and we'll answer them through the show. Right, let's have a look at these crystal drops. I kind of remember these from back in the day when you and I used to work together elsewhere. And for people perhaps who haven't seen the Nuvo crystal drops before, just talk us through these and why these are so super popular.
So these are going to give you your little enamel dots on your card, okay? They're your finishing products, your raised areas on all your cards. Now these are all your bright, bold and invigorating colours. You've got your, is it 7?
7,
oh, wow.
yeah.
7 different bottles in here. Now these are all your pearl, no, they're all gloss finish.
Okay.
Yeah. So everyone is a gloss finish in here, and these are literally going to give you that absolute perfect finish. So the easiest way is for me to actually grab.
Are you going to do it?
I am. I'm here we go.
Go on.
There's already some done. So look at that card there. All these little raised dots on here are actually Nuvo drops.
Okay.
So they're going to give you your faux pearls or your enamel dots on all your cards. Really, really pretty. But if you are buying this collection, I highly recommend that you think about the cardstock as well.
Oh, okay.
Because what our Sean has done, let me stick all those on, and then we can bring it back into the camera. Whoops. There we go. You can see how all those work in conjunction with your cardstock, and then there's just an extra orange one there as well.
That is fantastic. You've got Moroccan red, you've got your lilac in there, berry blue, dandelion yellow, your ripened pumpkin, apple green, and your plum pudding there as well. Now that deal is available for you as a bundle. Just a few gremlins with the bundle at the minute we're just hearing, but you can buy the individuals. However, the guys are just working on getting that bundle details set up for you. But if you do just think to yourself, oh, I'll just go and try a couple of colours, they are available individually right now as well. But once that bundle is live, £12.56 or $14.66. Sean Peacock says, yes, the crystal drops. I love them. They last forever as well, says Sean. I've had a bottle for years.
Yeah. Now, one of the biggest tips about Nuvo drops as well, so sometimes if they're too cold, they don't blob right. So you need to keep them at room temperature. Okay. So gentlemen, stick it in your pockets, ladies, stick it in your bra. Yeah. And it'll just warm them up. You laugh, it works, yeah? And then it's the right temperature and you'll get your perfect blob.
Well, stick it in your bra to get your perfect blob.
Yep.
All the tips for you today. Oh, I'm so pleased she's back. Jodie's going to be back with us a little bit later on, where we're going to be exploring all of these products in more detail. And whatever we don't get time to do in this show, don't forget Jodie will be popping in on launch day later on, and of course on Monday Makers as well. So plenty of opportunity to be inspired. But for now, thank you.
My pleasure.
Let's go back over to the side of the studio. Craig is looking at another exciting product, brand new actually, coming up on launch day. You've got the brand new border stamp and die set.
Absolutely do. These are going to be coming up in launch day with, well, Ben will be starting, then George will be taking over. It is going to be with Sarah. She's going to be back. You will see Jodie popping up within that launch day as well. This is the Border Stamp and Die collection. You're going to get 24 elements. That's the dies and the stamps. Now, today's price being $37.99 or $47.75. If you are here in the UK, you can split them, of course, over ClearPay, and you can then have 4 instalments of £9.50. Let's show you what you're going to get, because these are fun. These are, you may be familiar with our edibles, but within these ones here, they're all brand new. But what you've got is you've got sentiment stamps as well to work in conjunction. And what I mean by that is there is the stamps at the bottom, but you see how that they are on a little, it's kind of like a little hill.
Yeah, a little
Nice
hill or a little wave, maybe.
Exactly, yeah. And that works in conjunction, like the wave. Alula, alula, alula. So you've got that wave that works along the side of your actual edgeable here. Now, you've got one side that doesn't cut, hence why it's an edgeable. So that means that this part here could be quite thin, it could be thick if you wanted to. That's up to you. So that one there being the cute florals. Then what we've also got is the bonny butterflies.
Bonny butterflies.
Word that I'm very familiar
Bonny.
with, and that's bonny. That's a wee bonny wee butterfly that is there. Now, it's not just the edgeables that you get a couple of little embellishment dies as well. So quickly with it, going back to that one. Just
Eris is asking what bonny means.
Pretty,
Pretty.
lovely, gorgeous,
Bonny
nice.
wee lassie.
Bonny wee lassie, pretty wee lassie. Yeah, there you go. So that's it, bonny.
Scottish lessons with Craig on Crafters TV.
So you've got your body butterfly, so you've got your little butterfly and your flower head. Then we've got Love to You. Now I love the design within this one. It's quite open. And what I mean by that is you've got a lot of aperture space within that one. Usually you sometimes find the designs are quite compact.
Yeah.
But this one, it seems to be more open within this one. Really useful love hearts that you've got that you could be using too.
Isn't it nice that the stamps are shaped in such a way that they fit in as well to
it's
the
really,
edge?
really
It's
nice.
Really cute.
You know, it would still look nice if it was a straight stamp, but as you said, yeah, as it works in conjunction with the wave of the die cut, it works really, really well. So that one there is dancing stars there. So you've got that swirl in there with your stars as well, and the few little embellishment dies too. Then we've got classic swirls within this one here. Swirls. And then you've got your little butterflies. Why not start to tag team these with your vintage butterfly collection?
Yes.
Work really well if you wanted to, but keep it fresh if you want. But you've got your sentiment. Each of the sentiments are completely different on each set, but you can, of course, mix and match. And then we've got into the foliage here. So you're going to be using these, yes, for the springtime cards, but always thinking ahead as well. Like your autumn collection would work really well within this one here, or maybe you want to do little bits of fussy cut and it works an absolute treat. Or what you could even do is take the techniques I'm going to show you just shortly with the outline dies, follow through and use these ones within the edgeables as well. So lots of scope here when it comes to these.
And again, the fact that they're edgeables, you know, you can pop these wherever you want, whether you want to put them on the side, whether you want them on the top, on the bottom. They just look the absolute business. Love that one as well, back with a little bit of acetate. So I suppose there's nothing to stop you again, maybe if you wanted to colour behind that.
Not at all.
Or potentially you could do a bit of paper piecing as well,
You absolutely can. Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, you could do. I would do the acetate. I would put a bit of acetate because obviously you need something to, of course, for it to adhere to. But yeah, I mean, look at that. How elegant does that look?
Yeah, and again, it looks like here. Has that been? I think that has been paper pieced again.
Quite possibly. I think
the
what
little
that
hearts
one's
on there.
Yeah, so I think it's been die cut another colour. Instead of paper piecing in the aperture,
Yeah.
it's been paper pieced on
Onto
top.
yeah.
Yeah, so you could do that if you want to.
Drop shadow effect you can do as well, like we've seen here.
Yeah, and I think with these ones, and that's a good example there, I think for you guys stateside, the reason you're going to love these is because of the size that they're going to make. Because I know it's, you know, at the moment, with your postage and that, you all are very wary on the sizes of your cards. But you can elongate them if you want. If you want to do a larger card, you can do, but really nice for your small cards.
And just one very quickly to show as well, not just to say you only have to use these once.
No, not at all. Because you've got that one edge that does die cut and the other edge that stays in place, it means you can do double side. You could do it all four sides if you wanted to as well. Depending on the size of the card, they're going to go through your Gemini Junior as well as your Midi. If you literally only wanted a strip, it's going to go through your Mini and your Go as well. So lots of different ways in which you can die cut them.
Brand new today, good chance to pick them up right now before the rush happens later when we officially launch them. Just £9.50 today is your first clear pay instalment of 4 if you want to shop that way in the UK. £37.99 or £47.75, and we'll see more of those in just a bit. We're going to have a quick break, give you a chance to check out your baskets, and we will come back with more inspiration after this.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now.
Welcome back to Wake Up Call. Lovely to have your company this Monday morning. Loads of you are shopping, I'm being told by producer Erin. Lovely to know that you're picking up all of these deals. Just to reiterate, Panda Craft says, was that £9 and change for the 60 sheets of tonic? Yes, deals are unbelievable today. And Hadassah on Facebook is saying, what, a stamp with the border dies? That is so stinking cute. It is stinking cute, isn't it?
It is very stinking cute.
Very stinking cute. Also, super stinking cute is the deal that we've got coming up for you later on Monday Makers. The lovely Corin will be here with George for that show. And we've got a really super deal on the Swan Lake box. I know this has been uber popular, but maybe you've been waiting for, the next great deal on it. And I think we've got that today because we're going to bring you the Swan Lake box. We're also going to bring you extra sheets of cardstock and ink pads as well, 2 of which you're not actually going to be paying for. So let's just quickly whiz through and show you everything that you're going to be getting in this collection. As I say, you'll see it in more detail a little bit later on. But these boxes are always such huge value for money because you get so much craftability. Obviously, you get consumables in here that will run out over time, but you'll have things like your stamps and dies that you'll be able to keep and use forever. And this is just a brilliant way. If you love the Swan Lake story, if you love the ballet, this is an absolute must-have for you. You're going to get all of the stamps and dies to be able to create the ballerinas, to be able to create the swans and the scenery there as well. So that's a really, really lovely place to start. And what I also love about this is talking about creating scenes. You get your stencils and masks in here as well. So it's a really, really brilliant way to build up your own scenes with this collection. You're also going to get a beautiful feather stencil. Of course, with this being Swan Lake, yeah, you'll understand the reason why feathers run through this collection. And look, we even give you
Feathers.
actual feathers. I mean, that's brilliant, isn't it? It's so super cute. So stinking cute.
So stinking
cute. I'm going a little bit quicker here because I know we're rapidly running out of time. You're getting your beautiful ribbon in here as well in 3 different width sizes. And then you've got all of your consumables. The papers here are absolutely gorgeous. I look at these again, and some of these, you just almost just want to get a picture frame and stick it around them and stick them on your wall because they're stunning, aren't they?
Little girl's bedroom.
Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. So you've got, again, all of that scenery, building up the different scenes from the ballet. Love this so much. If you've got, you know, a little girl or indeed a boy who's into their ballet, they're going to absolutely love this collection so much. All of those double-sided papers are combined with your beautiful pearlescent cardstock, which you're going to receive in this collection as well, plus more of your standard cardstock. And talking of cardstock, what makes this deal amazing is that we're kind of bumping it out even further for you, that you're going to get...
Is that in it?
Yeah.
I genuinely, hand on heart, did not realise that. I seen it sitting on top of the pile, but I didn't realise that was included.
Don't the colours work brilliantly?
Perfect, absolutely.
Because
really
with these luxury card kits, you do get glitter card, you get mirror card and matte mirror card. So you're going to get, it's how many sheets is it? It's 30 of each, isn't it? So 30, so 60 sheets in total. Also on top of that, you're going to get the metallic pigment ink pads, you're going to get the blue organza, and you're going to also get the amethyst. The brilliant thing about this is, though, you're only going to pay for, I think it's the purple and the amethyst. You get the blue organza and the blue for free, so you actually only pay for half of what I'm showing you there. The rest you get for free. So it's a brilliant bundle, and I think a great way of making this collection go even further. Let's have a look at some finished samples. Absolutely. It's a wonderful collection, isn't it?
It's an absolutely beautiful collection. What I love with this collection, very similar when it comes to the Easter collection, i.e. it's not full of bulked out stamps and dies that maybe you don't necessarily need. What we've got here is all the key essentials when it comes to Swan Lake here. So you can then be building your scene, as you were saying as well, with the folder and the stencils, but then come along and then maybe start to do your inking, or even with the swans here, going over with your glitter paste as well. This absolutely shouts out to have your glitters. Your Aurora Borealis glitters would look lovely. But then you've got your little ballerina as well. But then different colour tones, because you've got all your different pattern papers. Yes, use what's in the box. You might want to use what else you've got at home. But you can keep it very, very simple, keeping the ballerina as the focal point. But then once again, if we go back to creating another scene on this one, on a smaller scale. So you've got the swans, you've got that sort of manor house in the background, but then that start to do your apertures or even do your domes that you can see with your acetate. We're going in and doing tuck-ins, and then one last one to show you how extravagant you can go is if you want to do your theatre cards and your concept cards, you absolutely can do. So you can start to do all your dimension that you've got there. That's up to you. So if you want to keep it very simple with the elements, you can do, but please do not think that within that compact box that you can't get really creative, because you can.
And you know, that theatre card there was a great one to finish on, because Bethan just saying, I really need to get the Swan Lake box to make a play theatre for my friend's daughter. Yeah, and there's nothing to stop you to make that kind of theatre with the scenery. Yeah. You can almost like create the different slats of scenery with the different scenes that you're going to get. And then, of course, if you wanted to, you could pop the little characters on little lolly sticks or whatever.
Really good idea, yeah.
Let the kids, you know, create their own little play with it.
However you eat lots of lollies.
Well, that, I mean, that's also a good thing, isn't it? I mean, not that good, obviously. Don't eat too many lollies because it's bad for your teeth and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, moving on. That is your deal. Also on the show, the triptych 6-piece die collection, 19 elements in total here. And again, this is such a brilliant way to create a really lovely effect on your cards. If you love cards that have that sort of wow effect, if you love creating apertures, this is going to do it for you 3 times over, creating that one scene kind of 3 times through 3 different windows. And what I love about this the most is that actually these are going to work best for you when you're using all 3 together to create that triptych effect, to build up that scene. But there's nothing to stop you, again, just to use individual panels on some of these scenes, should you wish to. Now, again, what we do here is we kind of give you scenes for right throughout the year. So we've got some of your Christmas scenes. So you've got Oh Holy Night there, which is your sort of religious Christmas scene. You've then got your Santa over the rooftops. Again, that beautiful snowy scene of Father Christmas there flying over the town. You get a separate die with that one as well, so you can pop Father Christmas wherever you want on your scene. But not just Christmas scenes, because we've got your quaint village there as well. So a beautiful card potentially. I know there's certain elements here that look Christmassy, but there's nothing to stop you from fussy cutting and snipping these elements out to create exactly the scene that you want. You've then got your magical forest. Again, we know how much you love these kind of scenes. You love your deers that you're going to get in there as well. Then you've got the charming church, again, with wedding season not too far away. It might be absolutely lovely for creating those sort of cards. And then you've got your fairies and florals as well, with that real sort of mystical effect to it. But let's have a look at a few little cards with Craig before we wrap up on this. Really lovely, these triptychs.
Really lovely, yeah, because the die, each of them are separate, all three of them. So yes, you can use all three of them together, but you might only want two. You might just want the one. That's up to you. And because they are separate, so we can see here, this is what they would look like if they were all side by side. However, if I just open, you can see there, see how we've got our two panels and then we've got our third one there. So breaking it up. Maybe you want to do your little fold back cards, you know, your Z fold cards, any of your concept cards. Look at that one there. All three being used, however, use them separately. Start to use them.
This is nice.
Don't necessarily have to keep them straight.
Stagger them.
Stagger them. Stagger them at an angle as well if you want to, or you could have like maybe the middle one where it is, and then the two opposite sides, have them higher up
or lower.
or have it lower down, so you can be doing them in different ways because they cut into your card. Then if we have a look at a couple of the Christmas scenes here, I mean, look at that, a little bit of vellum, get your inks in there, get that colour in. What about doing your drop shadows that we can see onto this one here? Or last but by no means least, make a lovely looking card that we can see, but then start to do the pop-out feature that you've got there. So again, lots of scope, and that's the good thing with having a die that cuts into your cards, is the fact is you've got all that scope with creativity.
That's all coming up in more detail on Monday Makers a little bit later on, 6 o'clock this evening, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Pacific, £49.46 or $55.93. Also on that show, we do have a brilliant Monday Mega Deal, which we'll show you a little bit later on. Wow, that hour absolutely flew by. Lots to look forward to. More coming up on Craft Chat Create in just a few moments' time, where we've got some great demos with Craig, and of course we'll be joined once again by Jodie from Tonic. All that coming your way in just a few moments' time. Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Indeed, a very warm welcome if you have just joined us, if you've just woken up. Welcome to a brand new week, Monday morning, and we are having a ball here. Wake up call if you joined us, previewing all of the shows that we've got coming up right across the day today. It's a busy old day, and actually not just a busy old day, busy old week and a busy month. I'm sure you're aware by now, but March is National Craft Month. So, you know what, seeing as that's what we're here to do, we're celebrating. We're giving you some amazing deals right across the month. At the moment on our website, you will find 25% off the Totally Tiffany Triangle Traveller. Whoa, got that one right as well. Seriously, go Moseby. We've got this available in a selection of colours for you, but if you head to the website, if you haven't yet got it, pick it up today, because that is a heck of a deal, whether it be for crafting items or indeed if you're using this for makeup or for a wash bag if you're going travelling. That really is super, and you'll find more details about that on our website. Over the course of the next couple of hours, of course, we've got lots of demos coming up with Craig, but We are delighted to say that we are joined by another one of our crafty friends, the lovely Jodie is with us from Tonic. How are you enjoying your morning so far?
Brilliant, yeah, absolutely. It's actually warmer this time I've come up. Last time Kate came up, the car were like coming up the motorway, but it was a lovely drive up yesterday.
It was warmer last time you were here because it was about -5 when I woke up this morning.
Yeah, did have to scrape the windscreen this morning, but hey.
But it's lovely to have you here, and I know we're going to be chatting to you for an hour or so in just a bit. And by the way, all the goodies are flying out the door. Lots of people are loving that collection with the coffee cup.
Coffee cup, lanterns, dye storage, paper packs, and nice little blobs.
Yes, and nice blobs. More on that in just a little while. But yes, we'll be catching up with Jodie in just a bit. Tip from the top here, is that you need to get the Tonic deals specifically because they are flying. Don't wait for Jodie to arrive on your screens because chances are things will be disappearing by that point. Also on this show, we are going to be having a bit of a chinwag later on because today is National Name Day, where basically we discover what your name means, where your name came from. That's a bit of a funny cackle over there. You've got a funny story coming up, have you?
I've got a very funny story coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We shall...
Prepare yourself.
Okay.
It's not one you would expect.
It's broadcastable though, is it?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Good news. So yes, we're going to be chatting about all of our names. I'll be able to reveal to Craig a little bit later on what his name means. He doesn't actually know what his name means. But we would love to hear from you as well. If you have got a particular name for a particular reason, let us know in the socials. Maybe you already know what your name means and you were called that because of a specific reason. We would love to know. Or maybe you've got a really kind of like different name. Maybe you've got a name which you've never heard on anybody else. Let us know in the socials and we will, I was going to say, we'll talk about you. Yeah, we're going to talk about you a little bit later on in the nicest sense of the word. Get in touch on Facebook and on YouTube. And as well as that, of course, if there's any questions that you've got over the course of the next couple of hours, be it about Tonic products, be it about anything that you're stuck with at the minute, do get in touch. And we have got the crafty brain power here to get those questions answered. But it is not just meeting Jodie over the course of the next couple of hours. It is the lovely Hottie Scotty who is with us as well. Did you put your name?
I thought you forgot my name there for a minute.
Sorry. What?
No, you're not. No, you're not.
What? No, I am. What you got coming up for us, mister?
Rightio, we're going to get inky. We've got our outline dies that we're going to be having a look at first of all. So these are really cute. Now we're going to show you a different way in which you can use them by inking them, but these actually die cut as in an outline. So within this one here, you can then die cut, and then what you can do, die cut the image again in another colour, slot it back in place. Then we've also got different styles, so maybe you want to use your stencils, which we will be using later on in a separate demo. So stencil your background and then layering up your outline dies here with the dragonflies. But you can still get creative when it comes to your panels, the effects that you start to use with them here. Which way is, I think. So yeah, so it is, there we go. Do you know what threw me there for a minute? I thought, if I do that sentiment the right way, it opens the wrong way. It's obviously intended to go down, down the side that we can see here. But see, even if you're just popping it onto acetate, create a little bit of a quick wash on the background. You can see how lovely that looks. Or plain and simply, die cut them out and pop them onto your cardstock. You can see on that one there. So that's the outline dies we're going to have a look at, first of all, on Craft Chat and Create. Then what we'll do is we'll come back and then we'll have a look at our stencils. Going to be using the stencils. We've also got a lovely set of pigment ink pads on the show that Ben will go over just shortly, so we can start to do all your inking in that. Usually we ink over the top of our stencils. What I'm going to do is a little bit different, show you what you can do by inking your cardstock first, then spritzing with your stencil. It looks quite cool, but it's a little bit different.
Oh, lots to look forward to then. Get those deals. Whilst we've got the Tonic goodies, by the way, very, very busy for those right now. Nee Connie, hello Nee, says, I just got the Tonic sets. I've missed out on the Moroccan lantern sets and I'm not going to miss out on these today. No siree, says Nee. So yes, don't miss out on anything that you want to grab today. Get it in your baskets now. And you can sit back then and watch all of the demonstrations we've got coming up. Let me show you all of the dies that you're going to get in the outline die collection. It's a really lovely collection. super versatile. I love the fact as well that these are going to go through a lot of your smaller machines too. So perhaps if you haven't got the bigger ones, these are going to be perfect for you too. And as you've just seen with Craig, a whole different way that you can use these. So you've got the beautiful Pretty Posy in there. On top of that, love this little collection here of your fabulous florals. So a nice way to be able to build up those floral bouquets. Maybe you're looking at a different way of creating perhaps a card for Mother's Day this year. And I think, you know, these flowers, maybe that in conjunction with that little bundle there would look absolutely beautiful. You've then got these, again, super cute, the blooming botanicals, as Craig showed you on that card just a few moments ago. You can go very, very simply with these. You know, sometimes like stripped back and more minimalist is very, very effective. However, if you did decide that you wanted to perhaps add a bit of colour to these, or if you wanted to paper piece these, you've got plenty of opportunity to do that as well. Nice to have those simple sprigs in there too, so if you wanted to fill out the detailing, maybe on a little card with these flowers on, fill it out with some sprigs, or maybe you wanted to create a bit more of a background effect with these, you've got possibilities to do that too. Butterflies, I mean, come on, seriously, you cannot be without these in the 3 different sizes. Once again, lots of opportunity for colouring here, lots of opportunity for paper piecing there as well. And then last but by no means least, very popular also in craft, is your dainty dragonflies. They're also included in this set. 17 elements in total. Everyone saves £12.59 or $16.11. Platinum members, well, you get another 20% off, which is amazing. Let's have a look. Here it is. Here it is. Here it comes. Here it comes. There it is. There it is. £23.48 or $30.07 if you're a platinum member. And don't forget, if you're new to us today, sign up to Club Inspire via our website, details down here, and you will get this price. Keep the comments coming through on your names, by the way. I've just seen a few of those coming through, which is lovely. And as always, do get in touch and say hello, particularly if you're new today. If Jodie brought you here, let us know, give us a wave, and we'll give you a little share. Right, let's get on. Let's get on over.
Someone's been watching EastEnders.
What?
Someone's been watching EastEnders.
I actually haven't.
Have you not?
You're a big fan of that, aren't you?
No, just Corrie.
Oh, just Corrie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Corrie.
Yeah. Anyway, it's over to you.
We'll have a look.
Let's do it, mate. Let's do it.
Here we go. Right, we're going to be using the Pretty Posies for this one here. Nice. It's a fulfilled die. Now, what you've got is you've got the actual design of the florals, but you've got the leaves as well as some of the foliage. So that's going to look quite cute. What I'm then going to do as well is when it comes to our pigment ink pads that we've got on the show, I'm going to be using the Ocean Blue, Spring Meadow and Fuchsia. So we're going to combine all of these together. And we're going to make a really nice dinky card.
Oh yeah.
And what I've got is watercolour card that's 4.5 by 4.5 inches. Our silver matte that comes within that blue tone pack that Ben was showing you with Swan Lake, that's 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, and then a card blank which is 5 by 5. So what I'm going to do with this one first, well actually I'm going to set it to the side just now. I've got a piece of white smooth stamping card. I have cut this to 4.5 by 4.5, but it's not actually essential on the size, and that's because for this bit, I don't want to have the actual die cut piece. What I mean by that is I actually want the aperture because I want to create my own little stencil to start with. So let's come in with our plates here. And later on, when we'll have a look at the stencils, I am going to be using my large Gemini. So that's why I'm just going to use my large Gemini for this one. However, as you said, Ben, these will work in all of our machines, even our really small diddy ones as well. They're going to work too.
Super duper.
So as I say, that we're die cutting the design. It's not actually the die cut design that I want for this bit. I actually just want the aperture or the waist for this bit. So here we go. And then take these bits out the way for now. Now, of course, although I'm not wanting this die cut piece, I'm not going to discard of it because I can just put that into my bit. You can see that it has die cut absolutely fine. I'm not going to pop them out, Ben, because that's a waste of time because I don't need that bit. This is what I want. I want the stencil. We are going to die cut the die again into, tell you what, let's do it now because we need it. We're going to do it with our black card. And you'll find, whenever you see, you know, myself and most of the team demonstrate these, we always use black card as the outline element. It seems to work. It stands out. You can be colouring them in if you want to. In actual fact, time dependent, when I use this as the actual overlay outline, we might actually come back, use that as well. We might colour that and then show you the difference between whether you colour your die cut piece or if you stick with the black card, because it can look completely different depending on what you do. So let's take this one, and now this one is the actual die cut that I do want. So let's take these bits out, and then let's just grab a hold of it, get my pokey tool. So let's take these, and then really, really nice as little tuck-ins. So even although this is a floral one, if you wanted to use it as a tuck-in, Ben, you know, for, I always say our flower forming, but even your paper flowers that you like to use.
A little
It's
tuck-in?
a nice one.
What
Yeah,
do you mean by that, tuck-in?
a tuck-in. So say you have your arrangement of your flower forming on your card or your project.
Yeah.
What you can start to do is maybe shape them slightly and start to tuck them. So
I
they're
see.
actually tucked in behind the actual design.
So it adds a bit of...
Adds a little bit extra dimension. It adds a little bit extra texture between the cardstock, but then your flower forming foam. So always worthwhile keeping in mind that even although this is a main image, it's always worthwhile having a look and see where you can use its little tuck-ins, or do you know what, even just snip or tear little bits out and then tuck them in as well. So lots of different ways in which you can use them.
Thank you, by the way, for the comments coming in about your names. Are we saving these, Erin, or can we read these out through? We can read some out through the show. All right, we will do. What is your name? Is what we're asking today.
What's your name?
What is your name? And do you know the meaning of your name, or why were you called that name? Is what we want to know today as part of our chat. Kirsty D just says, my two other brothers are Kyle and Kieran. I think my mam likes the letter K. So Kirsty, Kyle, and Kieran.
I like that.
Yeah. Anne says, from the Twin Cities, hello Anne. I was told my name means graceful or full of grace, which is funny since I'm the clumsiest person that I know. Says Anne. Do you know why you called Craig?
I don't know actually. I'm not sure why I'm called Craig.
It's a good, strong Scottish name, isn't
Craig,
it?
yeah.
And your surname as well, very Scottish.
Yeah, well, my surname is my stepdad's surname. I took my dad's surname. My original. My
I don't know this.
my surname when I was born was Wright.
Oh.
W-R-I-G-H-T. Craig Wright.
So you were Mr. Wright.
Mr. Wright.
Yeah.
And then oh gosh, I can't remember now. Maybe I'm taking a stab in the dark here. 15, maybe 10 years ago, I took my stepdad's surname.
Yeah. You're definitely a Laird.
I like Laird.
It's more Scottish, I think.
And I'm more proud of it. So yeah. I like my surname.
Love that. Talking of Scottish, Kirsty D also says, my name is Scottish and is the feminine form of Christian. My brother is actually called Christian. My mum loved the way my Scottish grandma said my name. Kirsty.
Kirsty.
Yeah.
I've got a cousin called Kirsty.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Kirsty.
Kirsty.
Stop saying that.
Kirsty.
It's like an echo. You go, Kirsty. 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 It's a lovely name, actually. Not a name that you hear that often either,
It's
actually.
not actually,
it's
is
a
it?
lovely
No,
name, though. I
really
like it.
nice. Really nice name.
It's like my name, you don't hear that. I don't think there's a lot of Bens, like, nowadays.
Oh, look at little baby Ben.
Yeah. The only Bens I really know are dogs.
You know, I get that. Yeah, I do. I understand. I understand what you're saying there. Yeah.
And like Craig's not a name that you hear.
No.
Like, do you know what I mean? There's not a lot of having kids in my kids in school. I don't, have Daisy or George come over and come over. They live with me. Come home.
They come over to stay with
come
their
over
dad.
to stay and go. Oh, I was playing with little Craig in the playground today. It's yeah.
Yeah, I know.
We've got old-fashioned names, I think.
I like my name.
I like your name.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. I do like your name.
Thank you.
Ben.
Thank
It
you.
just rolls off the Ben.
Ben.
Rolls off the. It doesn't roll off the tongue, but it rolls off the lips.
The lips.
Ben.
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 Ben. Your name
Ben.
rolls off the tongue. Craig.
Yeah.
Craig.
What? Yeah. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Ben.
Craig.
Craig.
What you doing over there, Craig, right now?
So what I've done there is I used my die cut aperture to stencil through. I used the ocean blue, and I actually decided I went in with the lemon tonic for this one here, and I layered up over the top. So what we've done, the ocean blue, and then what I've done is I've then gone in with the lemon tonic, and I only went round the edges with the lemon tonic just to pick it up. So at first it's a bit like, oh, it's a bit strange, but it's about the way that we're layering up. What I also want to do at this point, to add a little bit extra look to it, I'm going to go in, because it's watercolour card, and yes, it's pigment, but you can still go in and add some water.
Yeah.
And you'll still get a bit of a faux bleaching effect. I do prefer to do faux bleaching with my water reactives, but you can still do lots and lots of techniques with the pigment ink pads.
Okay.
So let's take this one off, and then I'm just going to dry off some of that. So let's take some, we can see here. Let's just try and intense that a little bit. What it also does is it enables you to, it seems to give you a faux blended effect. What I mean by that is if you have trouble blending, it seems to work really well, enables it to blend in. But what it also does, if you can, is if you've got something like kitchen roll or something that's got a little bit of texture or design, that can work as well, because what you do then is the texture from whatever it is you're using, maybe even a microfiber cloth, it starts to pull it up. So it's all about the flat layers. And I know that sounds daft, but you've got your layer of colour, you've got your layer of blend, you've then got your layer of faux bleaching. So it's just creating layers all about one level. So layers don't necessarily have to be 3D dimensional. You can do layers but flat. So that is sort of like my backdrop here. What we could do as well, let's just go around the edge, and I'm just tapping the edge here. And with this being our pigment, what you could do is come along with your embossing powders, and they will stick onto these ones. But here we go, there's that one. And then, before I even pop it on, so they've got that effect there, which, you know, at first you're like, gosh, that looks very, very strange. But then when you come in, and you start to overlay, and that's why we tend to do, Erin really liked that one.
You just went stab.
Really liked that one. So we've got that one here. So all that I'm going to do next moment, Ben, is I'm going to layer that onto my silver, and actually to tie it all in together, what I'm going to do is a very thin matting layer of black as well, before I put it onto my card blank.
Thank you for all the messages coming through. Nikon, do you know what I'm also loving as well is that, let me know if you have a name which isn't your name that comes through. Do you know what am I trying to say? If you have like a no, not like me. No, like a YouTube name. Let us know.
Oh, yeah.
I say it because like Scrap Paper Scissors on YouTube, which is a name that I recognise, says I was named after a song by Harry Belafonte called Marianne Down by the Seaside Sifting Sand.
Oh, I love that.
Which I'm assuming then, Scrap Paper Scissors, your name is Marianne. I've never heard of that song by Harry Belafonte though. Marianne Down by the Seaside Sifting Sand. Harry Belafonte's other song, of course, was the one that we always sing.
What one's that?
Hey, Mr. Tallyman, Tallyman.
Oh, yeah.
Daylight come and they want to go home.
Reminds me of Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Georgianne on Facebook says, Georgianne being the firstborn named after my dad, George, and mum's middle name of Anne. Love that. Combining mum and dad's name. Georgianne, that's a lovely, lovely message. And Nikon says, my mother named me Nefertiri. Not really sure why. Well, it says Nefertiri, but then it says she said Queen Nefertiti. So what a lovely name.
Really
it's so
nice.
beautiful, and that is all I'm going to say about it. So Nefertiti, as in Queen Nefertiti. Really beautiful name.
There's so many beautiful names, isn't there?
Yeah, I can honestly say you're the only Nefertiti I know, and it's a really, really beautiful name, that. And Lisa says, I was named Lisa, so I was told, because that is what my dad's mother wanted. My mother wanted to call me Elise. It's funny, isn't it? Well, I don't know. I wonder why. I wonder why Grandma got to choose. Yeah. Let us know. Lisa's a lovely name. Elisa's a lovely name as well. They're all lovely names.
All not lovely names.
You've all got lovely names. Eh?
Sorry, Ben.
What?
No, I was just about to say, before I commit this black outline, I just want to show it, let's not, I won't thingy all these little bits, but just to show you how as well, see how it would look if you put white over the top. So it's as if it gives it a resist effect. But going in, I know, sorry, Erin, I'm out of time. Instead of using my tacky glue, which I would use, but let's go in with our dotty tape runner for a little bit of speed. But it works really well. So whether you want to use your white, that gives you a sort of a resist effect, as if it was a stamp and you've used your clear powders, or you can, of course, come along, use the black, which is what I tend to use a lot when it comes to this. There we go. When it comes to this sort of product, because I think the black works really, really well. Let's just pop that one in there. I'll add a little bit more adhesive later. If I pop that there, and then you can, if you wanted to, come along, add a little sentiment or something. We'll maybe do that later, but then there we go. So a really nice card, just to say hi, thinking of you, just because, something like that, but you've still got that little bit of creativity in.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think smaller cards, there's not a lot of creativity in some of them. Depends what you're doing. Get in there with your inks, your paste, your spritz, and always remember, think about using them as your actual apertures to then ink through them, spritz through them, anything like that.
And it's so nice sometimes looking at that card, isn't it? Like, I love cards which are like full of colour and full of embellishment and are completely over the top, but sometimes isn't it nice just to completely strip it back and use that die as the sort of the only sort of focal point on a card?
Absolutely.
Works really well.
It works really, really well. Absolutely. You're completely right on that one.
And that's what you've got as well with a collection like this. You know, the ability to be more minimalist should you wish, but then of course if you want to go to town with these, if you want to use you know, more than one element, one dye element from this collection on a particular card or project, then you can. All 17 elements you're going to get in this collection, from the pretty posy right through to the beautiful fabulous florals that you've got here. You've then got these two, which I love, the blooming botanicals. So again, you can see how you could really strip it back and make a card very, very minimalist, but plenty of opportunity, particularly again when you bring in things like these sprigs to create something a little bit more over the top and a little bit more 3D potentially. 17 elements in total, finished off with those beautiful butterflies in 3 different sizes, and then the 3 dragonflies as well. Everyone's saving $12.59 today, or $16.11. Platinum members just $23.48, or $30.07. We've got a morning must-have for you, and this really is one that you do need to pick up super duper quickly, simply because I think it's going to fly out the door, and if you decide to wait on it, this time tomorrow it won't be here because it's a 24-hour only deal. It's the Positive Thoughts sort of mini bundle, really, where you're going to get a selection of beautiful stamps. So you've got your Sending Positivity collection and Sharing the Love. These are all very, very positive messages, as you would imagine. Messages that you can send to people perhaps who are having a bit of a bad day, they're a little bit down in the dumps. They're not kind of like birthday or anniversary specific. They're very, very sort of generic, but very, very beautiful sentiments. You're going to get all of those, plus you're going to get 24 sheets of your beautiful luxury cardstock included in there as well. It's your mixed into here too, as you saw a little bit earlier on. You've got some beautiful mirror in there, a matte mirror, and then on top of all of that you've got your Positive Thoughts 12 by 12 pad. You don't pay for that in this collection. That is really why this is a morning must-have. This 12 by 12 pad, nearly dropped it, is yours for free within this bundle. So get this today, get it this morning preferably, because it could disappear. £23.98 platinum, $29.48 if you're shopping with us in the US and you're a platinum member. Also a great deal, which I know a lot of you have been snapping up, is the tacky glue and applicator collection. Basically works out here that you're getting your bottle of tacky glue, and then we give you those very, very handy fine tip glue applicators for free, which always makes my mind boggle just a little bit, because those fine tip glue applicators, we can never seem to give them in stock. It's no wonder when we give them away for free, is it really? But don't worry about that. Take advantage of the deal right now and grab it. Super handy to have those. Just £4.99 today, or £6.49 if you're shopping with us in the US. Next up, let's have a look at another really lovely collection, Stencils. Big fan of Stencils because I think these afford anybody the ability to be able to create quick, stunning cards. Stenciling, so easy. And of course, whilst we label these as your pigment ink background stencils, you can use so much more than just your pigment inks. You know, you can use whatever you want really through your stencils. And the point is, they're going to create the most beautiful backgrounds. 7x7 in size, but that's not to say, of course, that you have to use all of the stencil. You know, you can create these into smaller size stencils should you wish. Smaller cards is what I'm trying to say. You don't have to use the whole stencil each and every time that you use it, but you've got some really beautiful patterns for all occasions. Again, thinking a lot about Mother's Day coming up, Easter time as well. That rosebud floral I think would really come into its own there. Again, I mean, how stunning is that? Beautiful butterflies. Again, think about using that maybe in conjunction with those outline dies that we just showed you a few moments ago there. That would look beautiful. And this is probably my favourite in this collection, the polka dots. Really cute. Think about all the different colour combinations that you can use for a whole host of different events. And that is a deal today. If you're new to crafting and you're looking for a quick, easy way to create extravagant cards with minimal fuss, get yourself some Stencils and you'll thank us later. £17.97 or $23.85 for the whole bundle. Everyone saves 40%. Take off another 20% if you're a platinum member. These really are super. And Stencils, Craig, are well, they're kind of like a craft room staple, really. You've got to have Stencils because they're a nice, easy way to start creating, aren't they?
They absolutely are. Because what we're ready to do in a moment is we're going to do some inking with the pigment. But what to do, first of all, kind of what to do, it's not so much a step-by-step demo. What we're going to do is show you a few techniques, because as you said there, Ben, you know, your stencils, you can do so many different things. First and foremost, you can emboss with them. So I thought the perfect way to show you that one is I'm going to go in with our abstract swirls here. And I've gone in with our silver matte cardstock here. So we've got our swirls. So then remember how when I do my die cutting, Ben, you know how I always say I like to keep one plate that's clean, it's not being cut into. And this is why, is because when I go and do techniques such as what I'm away to do now, and that is putting in my stencil. So I've got my stencil down on my smooth die cutting plate, and then I'm going to go my silver side down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my rubber embossing mat over the top. You were on about how you don't have to use the full 7x7, which you don't.
I always get stuck in that kind of mindset, and I'm sure other people do as well. You see the size of it and you think, well, I've got to make a card that size, or I've got to use the whole thing every time. And you don't. You
don't. And the thing is cut it down, and that's not your stencil, your cardstock. Cut your cardstock down, and you can use whichever size. This is obviously a slightly smaller square that I've used, about 6x6, but that could be a die-cut circle. It could be a die-cut square, rectangle. It could be any size. Doesn't have to be the 7x7 that it is. So I've got my layer, so base, cut and plate, the one that I always like to keep clean and fresh, stencil, cardstock, rubber embossing mat, and then my plastic, and then my top cut and plate. So the one that I always cut into is now the one that's actually on the top. And that just means is when we get the embossed impression in a moment, if we do it onto a plate that's got lots of cut lines, then the potential of you getting those cut lines embossing into your card is really quite high.
Yeah.
So that's why I like to say, or that's how I always like to say to you, that I always just cut into the one plate, because then it just means I don't have that worry. So if I take this one away now, let's move these ones out the way, and then if I lift this up, look at that.
Oh, yes.
Now, think of your hunky-dory cardstock, your paper dynamic cardstock and that you've got, that's got all that emboss in it already, but you can do your own. You can take your, maybe you're going to go for Swan Lake that you were showing, Ben, and take the cardstock within it, which this is the silver one. So whether it is your mirror, whether it is your mat, it's something really heavy like your glitter card, you're not necessarily going to get a deep impression because they're not thick stencils, but this is a strong micron stencil, thin but strong, and you can still get effects like that. Absolutely incredible. Sentiment on the top. go over with your refill inks and that, change the colours and that. Lots of things that you can do with them. So you don't only have to ink through them. So now that I've showed you, you can at least do that one. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in and then I'm going to take our white smooth stamping card and let's go in with our pigment. Let's go orange, spring meadow and lemon tonic. So we're going to go with lemon tonic, maybe a little bit of fuchsia.
Okay.
What we can do is let's go in.
We're going back to the fuchsia later on.
We're going to go back to the fuchsia later on. That's my gag.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
That's all right. I nick your gags when
You do lick my
when
gags.
you're not about.
Well, oh, do you?
Yeah, I do. All right, John. Don't land me in it.
Does he, John? Does he? I have to start charging him like copyright royalties. Yeah.
My favourite one is green on the screen, which means
It soon won't be seen.
yeah. I think I've got a funny feeling you're going to have a few of them coming up later on in the day with Tonic. Anyway.
I absolutely do. But you and I won't be here on those later
We won't.
shows, will we? So, I wonder if George will be nicking them. He better not do.
No,
He better not do.
he doesn't have the same oomph
Doesn't have
when it comes to the oomph.
Got to. It's all in the delivery, isn't it? All in
Yeah.
the delivery.
So it is. You're exactly right. It's about the delivery,
Yeah.
the pronunciation, the
Yeah.
flow,
Flow.
the verbal words.
Verbal. I thought you were going to say I had something else then for a second. The verbal
Words.
Words. Talking of words, just whilst you're creating this this background, more of you coming in telling me about your names. It's National Name Day today. In case you've just joined, we're asking why you called what you called. Do you know what your name means? Jerry Handley on Facebook. Hello,
Jerry Halliwell.
What?
Did you say Jerry Halliwell?
Jerry Handley.
Oh, Handley.
You're getting a bit excited there,
I
are
thought
you?
you said Jerry Halliwell.
Bag it up.
She was always my chico Latino, take me to my sweet La Vida, donde está mi chico Latino? Look at me.
That's what I like. I'm the one who
Sing,
baby.
She was always my favourite Spice
Anyway,
Girl.
it's not Jerry Halliwell, it's Jerry
It's not
Handley.
Jerry Halliwell. Oh, well, after all of that.
But Jerry Handley says, I'm Jerry the girl, and I was to be Jerry as a boy too. I guess there was no way of getting out my name. It's good though, isn't it? You've got a name like that, like Jerry is like a boy or a girl's name. Sam, yeah,
But
Sam.
You see, is what Ern will get this. We'll all get this. Ern will get this. You
What?
just want to start shouting, Jerry, Jerry, Jerry.
Jerry. Why will Erin get that?
Because he's American.
Oh, right, sorry, I thought like Erin.
No. But usually we say things, you know, TV shows of that, and Erin's just like, eh? But Jerry Springer being American and
What does Erin do? She's just gone, well, I that's really American, Erin. She just went, well, I guess I just grunt a lot. Patty Girecco on Facebook says, I am number 6 of 7 children.
Okay, well,
And my
damn.
mum-
That's what I just heard in my ear there, by the way.
Damn. My mum named me after the nurse who brought me to her. That's a lovely story. I really like that. Alison on Facebook says, I was named after my mum's favourite Uncle Al, who passed right before I was born.
You
That's
can
kind of
call
like
me Al.
You can call me Al. Everyone's singing Paul Simon in here now. It's a great song, that, isn't it? You can
it's a
call me
cracking song.
Betty. Betty, when you call me,
you can call me Al.
Sarissa says these outline dies are so tempting. I'm trying to resist. Yes, get those. We've moved on from them, but grab them. They're still available. Hadassah saying this has been a fab show. I'm loving all of the new goodies. And Nee Connie on YouTube. Love you, Nefertiti. Craig, you are my fave. I love you.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
And Nee says. No, sorry, that's what she did say. Nee says, you're my fave, I love you. I'm seeing how the ink pads are aligned in front of you, and you are my kind of crafter. Messy and in order at the same time.
Hey, got to be messy and in order. Got to.
Messy and in order, lads. Denise says, I'm loving the show, thank you. You guys do a great job. Thank you so much. We love it. Do love doing the shows with Craig as well. I know there's a lot of... I do love all of the guys. I love all of the guys, but you know,
We just We just have the same, you know,
like peas in a pod.
peas in a pod, yeah.
Sentences, sandwiches.
Yeah.
We're two of a kind.
Two of a kind indeed.
Yeah, that song? We're two of a kind.
Thank you for being my friend.
Thank you for being my friend. Sisters.
That would be us.
Sisters. Never have such lovely sisters.
The bad boys are always catching my mind. Away, away. It's just the bad
Why did I start singing away then? Away! Nee says, only Ben make it sound awesome. Green on the screen. Oh, the green on the screen. Yeah, only I make that sound awesome. What beautiful spring colours, says Scrap Paper Scissors. There's loads of comments coming through. And Nefertiti, Nee, says, Craig and Ben equals full crafting and an entertaining package. Thank you.
On you go.
But that's what we're here for. That's kind of like our modus operandi, isn't it?
It is.
It's to be crafty, to give you the demonstration and the inspiration, but to have a bit of fun at the same time.
That's it.
So that's what we hopefully...
exactly it.
Hopefully you bring it to you in the right sort of equal measures as well. Lots of lovely messages still coming through. And I have not seen a question yet from Alison. Alison says... oh, so hang on a minute. So who puts it on the... So here we go. So Corinne puts the ink on the mat straight away. You do it differently. So which is the best way, or is it horses for courses?
Horses for courses.
Horses for courses.
What you'll tend to find is in the past with other, well, I'm going to say it, Tim Holtz Distress Inks and that, what you'll tend to find is you've always been taught to start on the glass mat and work your way on. Yeah. And if that's what you feel easier, for instance, let's take another bit. So what tend to have got taught in the past is either go direct on, or if you go straight from your ink pad, start onto your glass mat and start to blend the ink onto the card. That's going to stop you getting any lines or blemishes. However, this is one of the key points that Leanne wanted to just eliminate when it comes to our Spectrum Noir. She wanted to come in with your ink pads, whether it's pigment or what reactive, that you don't have to start on the glass mat. So whether it's going from your ink pad or, as Corinne does, go straight on from your glass mat and on. You try it. There's a lot less chance nowadays with our Harmony ink pads that you're going to get any blemishes or lines. If you find that still happening though, then try it Corinne's way. But it's absolutely horses for courses. There's no right or wrong way. Corinne finds it, easier for herself to do it that way, which works. I find it easier. I've got the comfort and the security of knowing that with my Harmony ink pads, I can get a really nice blended effect. That one. Great question though, and any more of those, do ask them. Bethan just saying those colours are gorgeous together, Craig, as well. They do make a lovely blend, and those colours which Craig was using are part of the 10 Inkpad Rainbow collection that you've got at the bottom of the screen there. Nearly broke into some Kermit the Frog there. Doesn't he sing about the Rainbow collection? He does actually. Oh, the Rainbow Connection he sings about, doesn't he? The Connection. Yeah, his little banjo. Oh, Kermit the Frog. What was that? It's all right, John. Seriously. Oh dear. Right, so do you know what I wanted to do first before I do that is let's go in and I want to spritz my stencil with water. So I'm going to spritz and I'm going to give it a really good soaking. Then what we can then do is then let's come in. So I'm going to be relatively careful on this one. So I'm going to go that way, and then I'm going to go face down. What are you children giggling at? Sorry, because we always say here horses for courses, and I've got to tell them, Erin just looked up the saying, and she's like, oh, horses for courses. It comes from the old saying of where horses prefer to run on certain courses, and horses for courses. I was like, oh, I didn't know. Oh, right. Yeah, no, that's where it comes from, horses for courses, because some horses prefer, turf tracks or artificial or jumping. Some horses prefer left-handed tracks or right-handed tracks. So, yeah, horses for courses, of courses. So, some horses like to ink from their glass mat. Some like to actually ink straight onto their cardstock. Exactly.
Horses for courses.
So now that I have inked that one, what I'm going to do once again is I'm going to go over with my kitchen roll. Now keep in mind, with your pigment ink pad, as I said before, you're not going to get an intense faux bleach effect that you would do with your water reactives. But what it does do is it picks with, can you see, up in this corner, right
yes.
up at the top here, we're lifting that colour up. It's happening as well down into here. Now, what you could then do, because these are the perfect ones to do your heat embossing, the only, Erin, how long have I got? Rightio. So what I would do is, if I was to put the stencil back, where have I popped it? Here we go. What I would then do is, if I was to pop that back on and go over with my watermark ink pad or another one of these colours, what I could then do on top of that faux bleach embossed layer,
yes,
you could go over with your clear embossing powders, and it's going to give you that sort of clear glassed effect. I'm not going to do it at the moment because technically my back layer is still wet as well, because your pigment stays open longer, which means wet. But that gives you at least an idea. But if you want it to come back over the top, let's do a little bit while we're here for time. So let's take, is it that one? Not that one. So all that I'm going to do for a wee second, Ben, is just
try and match
play
it
with
up.
the jigsaw and match up. There we go.
On the names front, chosen by Erica says, my dad's name is Eric, so naturally I thought I was named Erica after him. Nope, I was named after my mum's favourite actress at that time.
Erica. Oh,
who was the actress?
Who was the actress?
Let us know. Let us know. Bethan says, Craig and Ben, the crafting ant and deck. Thank you.
Oh, I like that. That's nice.
And Shelley Hicks says, you two are peas in a pod. Whilst I love all of the presenters, you two are my favourite together. I have so many giggles. Thanks, Shelley. Thank you so much. Checks in the post.
We do. We're both actually doing a Facebook Live today, aren't we?
We are doing a Facebook Live today. Mine's at 5 UK time, which is 12 Eastern, which is 9 Pacific. I'm doing a little quick fire quiz, not like a long thing that I used to do, like literally sort of half an hour. I've got loads of cards to give away, signed by Jan cards, signed by Craig cards, a couple that I made as well. So we'll give those away. And you've got one later on tonight, haven't you?
I do. So I'm going to be live across on my Facebook page, 9:30 here in the UK, 4:30 Eastern time, 1:30 Pacific time. And what I'm going to be doing is, here in the UK on Wednesday on Hobby Maker, I'm going to be launching our new shadow box dies.
Oh, cool.
However, you guys stateside would have got your hands on them last week on HSN. So if you've got a hold of them and you want to see what else you can do, then I'll be doing a Facebook Live. If you're going to get a hold of them over the next few days, then of course come along, join me on my Facebook Live, and we'll get creative.
Love it.
Now, instead of doing the whole lot, I only want to pinpoint sections. So with these different layers that I've done, the different techniques, you can then still come across, of course, add different layers of colours if you want to. So whether it's faux bleaching, whether it is embossing, whether it's inking over the top, whether it is, of course, your clear embossing powders with the stencils, a lot of fun. As you said as well, Ben, it's really key to point out you don't have to do them 7x7, any size that you want.
Just to say as well, apologies if you have had trouble getting this one into your basket. Just a couple of technical gremlins this morning, but our guys are on that, and it should be available for you to grab in just a few moments' time. $17.97, $23.85. If you want to be able to recreate that background, maybe you love the colours that Craig was using there, they're all included in this collection. This is the rainbow collection of the pigment. So you've got your Chinese red, orange, lemon tonic, plum jam, fuchsia, green topaz, ocean blue, spring meadow, your crushed velvet, and your oasis. So all 10 of those for £38.99. $54.99, less your 20% if you're platinum. And then, of course, we've got some glue on the show for you as well. Your all-purpose call-out 3-piece collection there. So 3 bottles you're going to receive. Great price on that one today. Just £5.98, half-price deal there. $15.90 if you're shopping with us in the US. And, of course, you can take off your platinum membership if you're a platinum member. Loving all of the comments today. Thank you for all of these. Keep those comments coming through about National Name Day. And also get ready, because after this short break, we welcome back into the studio the lovely Jodie from Tonic. The Tonic goodies have been flying out of the door. If you haven't yet seen what we've got from Tonic, you'll find out everything you need to know after this short little break.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon. Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. We are I can't believe the time, just looked at the time, just over an hour to go on Craft Chat and Create this morning. Plenty to show you as well and lots still to come. Delighted to say that we're talking all things tonic for the next hour or so, and boy oh boy have you guys been shopping until you have been dropping. This bundle particularly has proved very, very popular indeed. It's the dimensional die set which affords you the opportunity to create some of the most amazing dimensional products. This is the one that everybody's chatting about though, this really cute coffee cup. Everybody is going mad for. Never seen anything quite like it. Lots of you coming up with ideas already as to how you're going to be using yours when you get this back, but that is included within this particular bundle which you're loving. You've also got in here as well the ability to be able to create your gorgeous Moroccan lantern, and with all of these, again, think about all of the different papers that you've got in your collection. Think about all of the different cardstock that you've got to be able to kind of really make these bespoke for any particular occasion or event. I just think these are absolute genius. And then also in here, look at this, you've got your really cute little delectable devotion. I knew I'd get one wrong eventually. And once again, the ability to totally personalize these, whether you want to go slightly bigger, whether you want to make little smaller houses, you can do. Think about all the different treats you could pop into these. Think about all the different occasions you can use these for as well. And you can pick the whole collection up today, all 62 dice, so just £53.19 or $63.92 if you're platinum. Lovely to say that Jodie is across the other side of the studio to chat about these in more detail. These have been flying, Jodie, and everyone's chatting about that coffee cup. They love it.
Oh, they are absolutely beautiful. And we've got all those dies in those collections.
Yeah, let's have a look.
So straight off the back, you can see that we've got all these individual ones in here, okay? Now this here is your coffee cup. You can see you've got your bases, you've got your lids, you've got your rims as well. But you've got all you need is love and coffee. You've even got the little coffee bean in here, and you've got I'm Missing You as well. But you've got a debossed die here that you can't see at home, but it says you are my special blend in there. So that there is your coffee cup. You're also getting that beautiful devotion there. Now you can see that this can be made in the 6 sides, the 3 sides, but also the 4 sides. So you can have multiple different facets on that one there. I love the little tags that come alongside this. You know, that looks beautiful just on a little piece of ribbon across the front of your card.
Yeah.
Really, really pretty. But then we've also got the beautiful Moroccan lantern. We're going to make one of these, okay? Now you've got here your sides. So you can see your 3 different sides that you can do. And it's just a case of cutting multiples of this so that it sits nicely on there. But you can see you've got a full set of nesting dies in here as well. So you can use those on their own. You've got the handles, the little tabs, but then you've also got all the matten layers that come alongside this, even down to the little flowers, the sprigs, the stars and everything else in there. Now we're going to make the largest size lantern, and as you can see, we've got everything cut out already. Everything is ready to go.
Yeah.
So I have my high tack on my little tabs, and you just need to go through and just bend all these in.
Do you have a suggestion for like a minimum weight of cardstock that you would use to create these?
I would tend to use a 240 GSM.
Okay.
Because that is a nice optimal weight. Okay. Now you can see, let me put that there. That's better. You can see it on the way. Can you see how we've come in and out on that little crease? So what it's giving us is a little lip, very much like a roof lining in a guttering.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is my house side coming up to my guttering and then my roof lining. Yeah. So you're going to bend all your components like that. So just go through. Your dies have done all the hard work. They've put all the score lines in and everything else. And we're just going to go through and just bend all those. Do it before you start to stick.
Yeah.
Okay. Because once you start to stick this, you want to be able to put everything into place. And if you've not bent it, it's not going to want to go into place.
There's a lot to be said. We chat about that a lot, about making sure you get like the scoring and the burnishing done. Take your time over that, because that's going to make it easier for you later down the line, isn't it?
It is, because you know, once it's bent, you can actually visually see easier where everything wants to stick. So just going through, you may want to use wet adhesive as well. You know, that's entirely up to you.
What's your adhesive of choice when you're putting
Red
these together?
liner. I'm impatient. Ben, I am so impatient, sweetheart. So give me red liner any day. Yeah. So I've got all my panels in there, and it is easier to decorate this once it is flat. Now we've got all our decorations here. Now this is your little nesting die collection in there. Is beautiful. You've got all the little circular designs going all the way across the side. You've got in your next here, you've got all your little perforations, your little dots going down there, all the way down to that centre little element in there as well. Beautiful in its own right. Would look lovely on maybe a little thank you card, but we're going to place these inside here. Now when you do your die, I don't know whether you'll be able to pick it up at home, but your die machine actually puts a very faint little deboss in there anyway.
We're coming in for a look.
So you know exactly, you can just see it here.
Yes, I think we can.
Just gently, yeah. So we're going to place all our matten layers all in those little areas so that we know that it's level all the way through. So just placing every single one.
I love the fact with this as well, you know, if you're thinking about throwing a party, as we talked about earlier on, you've got lots of different elements for that. You know, little treat boxes. I love the lantern as well. I mean, potentially with that, you could pop your little sort of electronic tea lights into those, couldn't you? For table settings.
You could. What I particularly like about this one is it's got an open neck at the top.
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe because these are all verso dies, I could actually cut within the card. I could put a little vellum on the inside, okay? And because it's an open top, let me bring you one in that's done. Because it's an open top, you know when you're looking at your garden lights and you've got like little fairy lights in the garden, there's nothing stopping you from putting the actual bulb inside there and just hanging that over the wire.
That's a lovely idea.
So that every one of your little garden lights would have a potential shade with all the light coming through the vellums at the front. Yeah?
That's a great idea.
So we've got now all our little panels, but we're going to decorate these top ones as well. So we've cut them all out, they're all ready to rock and roll, and we're just going to place these on here. Now, because you are adding all these extra panels, you could get away with the lighter weight cardstock, but I have to say 240 is my baby.
Yeah.
I prefer a 240 because it holds the creases well as well.
Alison Lees just said, I must admit, I couldn't resist this collection. I was only going to buy the coffee cup, but having seen the others, I got the collection.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
And Alison also just saying, I think that coffee cup will be a great holder for sweets. And in particular, Lindor. Other chocolatey sweets are available. Oh, I'm partial to one of those. They're nice, aren't they?
Oh, they are rather lush. They are absolutely gorgeous. So we've got now all our panels, and as I say, we are going to do the largest one in the collection. So we've got this is your base shape. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place our base on these first of all. So taking it away, our tape, and because this is going to be the bottom, I have my die cut on the right side. So I'm sticking the right side to the right side, which really does not make any sense whatsoever. But it's not until you fold it over that you realise you've still got that presentation side at the right place. So we're going to go through and we're just bringing all those into play, lining them all up and sticking them all down. It's as simple as this. It is so easy. You cannot go wrong at all.
And like I said, I know how many of you have got zillions and zillions of our paper pads, and you know how much card is falling out of people's craft rooms. So just think about how versatile this collection is from that point of view, that you can totally customise these dimensionals for whoever the person might be, whatever the occasion might be, whether you're thinking about using these as ways to be able to give people gifts or as decorations, and as we've already seen, and we were chatting about it earlier on, and lots of people also saying about it on the socials, the coffee cup, great for kids' parties, for the pick and mix idea. I loved your idea as well of if you're having like a movie night, just using those for putting a bit of popcorn in as well. Super for that.
When you were talking then, I totally misheard what you said.
Uh-oh.
And I heard you say,
yes,
storing your card in the bathroom.
In the bathroom?
I thought, what?
Card in the bathroom?
What are you, card in the bathroom?
Did I say in the craft room?
In the craft room, yeah.
Sorry.
I think you said the bathroom. And it took a couple of minutes to actually realise what you'd said.
To be honest,
thinking, why would you put your card in the
from
bathroom?
what I've heard, a lot of people do have so much card and paper, they probably have got it stored in the bathroom as well. Wherever it goes, we'll store it.
So we're now just bringing all these sides up. Okay, so just take your tape away, bring it in and just level it up. And you can't go wrong. It is so simple to be able to do. Just bringing in panel after panel all the way around. I mean, you could be decorating these with anything, couldn't you? They could be, a little cheeky bunny on there for Easter. It could be a skull and crossbones on there for Halloween, yeah? You could be doing these for every single one. Now, what we're doing now is we're coming in and we're going to do these 3 little sections together. So come in, take your tape off, and what we're going to do is we're not going to worry about this tab here. We're going to concentrate on that tab there. So what we do, hold it against your belly, and you're going to bring that one straight over the top, and you're going to get that angle absolutely perfect there, and the top one. And then all you're going to do is take that middle and pinch it, and that other tab then sticks itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? So next one. Let's take that one off there, and then the top.
What's your craft room like at home, by the way, just thinking about craft rooms?
Mine was an absolute bomb site until this week.
Oh, wow. Oh,
This week
What happened
I
this
have
week?
been in there and I have cleaned it. It looks amazing, I have to say. How long it's going to stay like that, I've got no idea. But
Can you still find everything now, though?
I don't know.
Oh, right.
I don't know because it's been shoved in every orifice possible. So it goes, honestly, every shelf is full.
Yeah.
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 Because we're building a studio in there. So I've had to clear it out
Oh, exciting.
for Alex and Simon to come up and
Yeah.
put me some lights and cameras and
Oh,
all
light
that in
camera
there.
action.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're literally coming round now and placing all these in. Now on the last one, take that side off as well because you can't get in there otherwise. So let's just take that. Come on, Mr. Tape, let's have you.
Stephen's just said he was only going to buy a couple of bits but ended up buying the Tonic Studios die set bundle. Let us know what you've bought today. I know we're very, very busy for the Tonic goodies, so let us know what your favourite is. Let us know what you bought. We know that Alison's already purchased, and she says that I'm very lucky that there is a lint door outlet at Cheshire Oaks, which is 10 minutes away from her.
I love Cheshire Oaks.
You love what? Cheshire's?
Yeah, I used to have a friend that lived near Cheshire Oaks.
Oh.
Yeah. That's Birmingham, isn't it?
No, Cheshire. Cheshire.
I've
Cheshire's like that's
I've
near
got
Manchester.
the wrong place then.
Yeah. What did you say? Cheshire?
Cheshire.
Cheshire?
Yeah, I thought. Oh.
I don't know.
So just placing my last little tab. Let's just get him in there. There he goes. So we've got that little lantern.
Lovely.
And now I'm going to come in and just add some of the little florals that are in your collection. Okay, these are all in your collection. There's nothing here that is not in that collection.
And I love the way you've even got little holes in the top of the lantern, so if you want to, like, well, as I've got
Yeah.
here, you can thread your twine
You
through
can
that
thread
if you
your
wanted.
twine through it and hang it. Really, really pretty. Just bringing all those into play there.
Panda Crafts has given you double thumbs up, saying that she says we saw your pictures of your craft room on Instagram, Jodie.
I was so proud of
Before
myself.
or after? Did you do a before and after?
I did.
Ah.
I was so proud of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. If in doubt, throw it out was my
Right.
motto.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a couple of days ago, I did 6 black bags to the tip.
Wow.
On Saturday, I did 9 black bags to
Whoa.
the tip, 2 shelving units,
Wow.
and numerous different things. So yeah, I did a if in doubt, throw it
Chuck
out.
it out.
You can always rebuy it if you want it.
Yeah. Wow, that was a clear out.
It went, yeah. So we've got all those beautiful little florals on there. But what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our Nouveau drops. So these are in that collection that we've got on there. So we're going to go in with the yellow. So when you're doing your Nouveau drop, just shake it down. Now you're not actually shaking it to mix it, you're shaking it to bring the product down into that nozzle.
Okay.
Now your first Nouveau drop, do it away from your project because then you're actually eliminating the air inside your nozzle. You're going to use your bottle at a 90-degree angle, so it's upwards, and you're not going to put your nozzle to your card, you're actually just going to hover it above your card by about 2 or 3 mil. Therefore, you're going to get a perfect blob, okay? So I'm going to come in, and I'm just putting a cheeky little Nouveau drop just into the centres.
How long does that take to dry?
Depends on the size of your blob.
That
You
size,
asked.
That size blob then?
Yeah, so this size blob would take about, to be really dry, I'd say 4 hours.
Okay.
But what I would say to you is, do your blobs at night time. Let them dry.
You've said some things today, seriously.
Seriously, let
Yeah.
your blobs dry
Right.
overnight and then come back the next morning. Because you're always tempted to stick your finger in them to see if they're dry, and,
Yeah.
they never are.
That's, yeah, the worst thing you can do. And you wouldn't force dry these then?
No, if you force dry it, it actually burns.
Right.
It doesn't, yeah. But there we have that beautiful little lantern that's within that collection alongside your coffee cup and also your devotion. But that die set there, as I say, can be your 3-sided, or it can also be your 4-sided.
Yeah.
So you decide on what size you want them to be. So you've got all those sizes in that one configuration.
It's a lovely collection. I know a lot of you have already bought it. A lot of you are just saying on the comments now as well, absolutely gorgeous. And you know what is great as well is to see, because I sometimes get a little bit overawed. I always say this, when I see items like this and you just see how brilliant they are, you think, well, I'm never going to be able to do that. How simple was the whole process of sort of breaking it down, showing you how easy it is to create with these. You get every single die that you need, all of the different decorative dies included as well. It's a lovely collection. As I've said, everyone's chatting about that coffee cup, but the majority of you are now going, well, hang on a minute, I love the coffee cup, but now seeing the lantern, I love that other little box as well. I want to go for the lot, and that's the best way to go. So you get your devotion box included. You also get that gorgeous coffee cup with all of the dies, and then of course you're going to be able to make those lanterns as well. And as I said, just think about all of the cardstock and all of the paper that you've got and how you can totally customize all of these to whatever the occasion, to whoever the person might be that you're sending these to. Brilliant price today as well, $66.49 here in the UK, $79.90 for our US friends. And if you're platinum, £53.19, saving another 20%. That is $63.92 if you are shopping with us in the US. Also worth bearing in mind, if Jodie brought you here, if you are a Tonic Studios fan and you're watching us for the first time, firstly, welcome, and secondly, make sure you head to our website, details at the bottom of the screen there, and join up to Club Inspired, because you'll get 20% off your first order with us today. You know, even if you don't come back and watch us ever again, I mean, hopefully you will, but if you didn't, you'll still get 20% off your first order today, and that price at the bottom of the screen will be applicable for you. Now, let's talk about these bad boys, because they are absolutely flying out of the door. The Tonic Studios folders, these are absolutely super. Again, if you are somebody who is in need of storage, somebody who needs to get everything in order, these are brilliant. They're super hard wearing. You're not going to lose these either, are you? In tonic colours, they look the absolute business. Love the fact that you've got the ability to label all of these up as well. So if you're someone who likes to be able to save your collections, you know, by sets, or if there's a particular style of die that you want to be able to save, you can do that as well. And you've even got your little carry handle. And as Jodie was explaining earlier on, good to maybe like pop that on the outside, particularly if you are kind of a little bit limited for space. You've got that there to be able to select the item that you want off your shelf. Now, the deal is here. I'll let you into a little secret. Oh no, I've got some of them here. I dropped some of them on the floor and I picked them up. So if you can just hang there for a second. Look how great this is. Quick, close up, close up, close up. I didn't get away with that because obviously I was making a noise. But also inside here, ooh, where did that just come from? You're also going to get the pockets, all right? So you're going to get the set of pockets within your bundle, and on top of that, we're also going to give you your magnetic panels as well. These all come within this bundle for $23.19 or $43.99. That isn't where we finish though, because not only are you going to get all of the inserts, the deal here is that you get it twice over. I can't quite believe this, but you get the folders, you get the sleeves and the magnetic panels for that price at the bottom of the screen, £23.19 or $43.99. But go quickly, because I know those are proving very, very popular indeed. And why wouldn't they? Because, you know, we always need storage, we always need a way to be able to transport our crafty goodies from here to there. And then also, if you need to go big, Jodie, these are literally, I think, the biggest storage folders I've seen. These are phenomenal, and this is the big one. Again, it's a 2-pack deal for you, so you're going to get both of the folders, and again, Jodie, we're going to get the inserts, aren't we?
You are. They're absolutely super. I mean, I live with these on a daily basis. I throw them in and out of the car every single time I'm down at the TV studios. In there, you've got 3 double-sided magnets, 3 pockets. But if you're buying the refills as well, you can get more inside there.
Yeah.
Because these are large A4 magnets, you can get your full A4 die sets on there, which, let's face it, is a Billy bonus in its own right.
Billy bonus. It really is, and again, super sturdy. And we love the fact with these too, as you were describing earlier on, obviously you're going to be popping in your A4 panels and those sleeves in there, but brilliantly, you can fit the little ones in as well, can't you?
You can, yeah, you can get a double aspect in there, which is brilliant if you've got things like dies and stamps together.
Yeah.
So you could have your stamps at the top, your dies at the bottom, just on those smaller little magnets as well.
That deal as well, by the way, worth bearing in mind, just to show you, you will get both of these. So 2 folders and the 2 lots of your magnetic panels and your sleeves included for that unbelievable price. Really hard wearing, beautifully designed. Once again, even with the A4s, you will be getting the detailing on the side there so you can label everything up. Really love this, and you guys are loving this as well. But storage you're after, grab these. £35.99 is your platinum price, $47.19 if you're shopping with us and you are a platinum member. Lots of people as well taking Jodie's advice when it comes to the refills. 20% of the stock of the refills have sold through, and once again here, and I didn't twig onto this initially, I just thought you're getting refills of your magnetic panels, but you're also giving us the sleeves in this deal as well, aren't you?
You do, so you've got 6 double-sided magnets and 6 of the sleeves in both of these. Whether you're placing them in the large A4 or the medium, that's entirely up to you. Or maybe you've got a storage little tray that you can put them in as well. They work in, let's say, 100% A4 binders. Yeah. So any binding that you've got at home that's got that interior mechanism, they will work in there as well.
And worth bearing in mind too, and I know this because just from holding these up, these are super strong magnets as well. They're really strong.
And the weight of them,
yeah,
you know, to get this shipped is brilliant, especially if you're out in the States.
Yeah. The
weight of these is really, really heavy.
The price as well is amazing. £8.79 for your platinum. Or just $16.79 if you're shopping with us in the US. And then of course we do have the refills for you available as well on the large, and once again you're going to get 3 of your A4 clear sleeves and 3 of those double-sided magnetic panels again. So I would definitely take that as a top tip from Jodie, that if you're going for either of the storage folders, get more of the panels, get these refill kits, because if you're thinking, well actually the amount that I get within the folder will take care of everything that I've got currently, you're going to buy more stuff, right, aren't you? So it's better to have these kind of there for when you do buy more stuff than to get more stuff and then not have them there. So grab them whilst you can. 6 magnets and 6 pockets in total. $19.19. 2 of the large die case refills, or $25.59 if you're shopping with us in the US and you are a platinum member. They're very, very popular as well. Just a quick mention on something else which is proving super duper popular is the card. The Craft Perfect card, which Jodie has brought to us. 216 GSM, this, isn't it? 60 sheets in total. And we'll have a look at the colours. A lovely selection of colours you've brought us, Jodie.
I love the colours of these. So you've got 10 sheets of each. So you've got the reds in there, you've got your aubergine purples in there, you've got that beautiful Moroccan red. You've then got your spearmint green. I love that spearmint green.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, you've then got your navy blue, your traditional navy blue. Looks amazing with the yellow that you can see behind.
Yeah.
So the one behind is your buttermilk yellow. Really, really pretty colours.
You're going to get, of course, 60 sheets in total in all of those beautiful colours. 25% saving. Platinum members, again, how good is that? If somebody commented earlier on, they couldn't believe the price. They were like, $9.90 for all of that card stock. Yes, £9.90 for all of that, or $14.37 if you are a platinum member and you're shopping with us in the US. We've only got 45 minutes left in the show. I don't know where the time is going, but you guys are loving the tonic goodies. Lots of you loving that lantern, which we showed you a few moments ago. Linda Armstead saying, I love that lantern collection. Cyrissa, such a sweet looking lantern. And Alison Lee just saying that A4 storage is fabulous. Here we go. Alison says, strongest magnetic sheet that I have ever used.
Absolutely, totally agree with that.
And Panda Crafts on YouTube says, always go big on storage. Yeah, I mean, I know. I've seen a lot of your guys' craft rooms because you sent in pictures. Get the big storage, get the refills, and you will not be wanting for storage. Right, let's move on and have a look at these gorgeous perfume bottles. These really are absolutely amazing. The Alluring Perfume Bottle Die Collection. They have all got fabulous names, which I will bring to you. You've got your Delicate Fragrance, your Impassioned Incense, and your Ephemeral Essence as well. I mean, again, you look at these and think to yourself, how on earth am I going to be able to pop these together? You'll see with the boards that Jodie's got in just a second that it's all very, very achievable for you. This one here is my favourite because I love the design. It's got a bit of a taste of the Orient about it, this one.
It does, but I'm actually going to make that one.
Okay. I love the detailing on the outside. I love the little tag that you've got, but I also love what's inside it. Now, there's a little mini in there, but it just goes to show the kind of things. Perfect for popping your perfumes in, but perfect for those little minis as well.
It is, and you know, they're really inexpensive gifts. You know, put them in really nice packaging, and they do look a lot better, don't they? They really do.
Absolutely right. That one is your beautiful Impassioned Incense. Then you've got, let's do them in size order, I suppose, really. Then you've got your sweet little fragrance. You described this one as the little dumpy member of the family.
Absolutely, yeah, because it looks like the tall one that's just been sort of squashed a little bit. Yeah. But that one is the one that's got the beautiful little heart tag inside there. Absolutely perfect for all your different things, your sweeties, your chocolates, your little gifts. Absolutely beautiful. But then you've also got the faceted one. I mean, the fastening on this is so sweet. Really, really nice little connection there, but they've all got the most beautiful finials on the top as well.
And also, these are perfect. I was just giving it a sniff because you've got, what did you call those little balls in there?
The scent boosts.
Scent boosts. These are great for little gift ideas, but this one smells. I keep sort of sniffing around here, going, I smell great today. But it's actually the little balls that are in here. But perfect for doing that. Perfect for popping these in various rooms around the house with those little balls, or maybe for a bit of like potpourri or something.
Yeah, really, really nice. So what you're actually going to get in there is all these dies. Okay. So this one here is that lovely tall one. So that one is that one there with that beautiful finial on the top. All your gorgeous little panels on there. Now I'm feeling that this one's got something in it, so I've got a nosy. I'm sorry.
Oh, go on.
So I don't know. You've got all your little latches at the side here. So we're just going to undo all those little latches and then take it up. Oh look, we've got chocolates in that one there. Okay. So chocolates in that large one. So that's that large one. You've then got this one here is your small dumpy one, which is this one here. Now you can see that we've just actually used pattern paper on this one. We've not actually used all the detailed dies, we've just used the matte and layers, but we've used the patterned paper on that. And you can see how little patterned paper it actually takes.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go through your scrap box, I'm sure you're going to find a little offcut in that box that's going to be ample for that. Very little cardstock needed. You've then got your absolutely stunning one here. Now this is the one that's all those facets on there as well. So let me bring it in, because I have to say, this is one that's got all those scent bursts in.
Oh.
Okay, so just by bringing in the metallic card, really, really nice. Now there is a story behind these, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So when I normally go to the Tick TV, the girls normally put sweeties in all the little containers, okay?
Yeah.
And then the floor crew hunt through all the boxes and end up munching all the chocolates. It keeps them happy.
Hungry floor crew.
Okay, but because we put scent bursts in in these, the scent bursts actually look like those sweeties called Millions.
They do. Oh, no.
So what we actually did in all the boxes, we actually put little notelets saying, "Do not eat." So the crew didn't eat them, yeah? But the smell on them is beautiful. Yeah. And I mean, these have been in these boxes now, I would say, a good 4 weeks.
What, even the one that I've got?
Yep. Yep.
It smells like amazing.
Absolutely, still. Yeah. And because there's no oil in them, it doesn't mark your cardstock, okay? So honestly, the smell of them is absolutely beautiful. It really is. And you can get all different scents in them as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the large one. Okay, so the large one is all cut out in front of me. Now, because we are using our satin board in here, I'm actually using a lot of high-tack tape, okay, purely and simply so that we don't have to stand here and wait for the glue to take, because as we know, with metallic and different cards like this, normal glue takes a long time to dry. So with the high-tack already on there, that's how we're going to rock with this one. So let's make the base. The base is just one die that you cut out 3 times.
Okay.
Okay. Now we've put on here all our matten layers as well. And just talking about those magnetic sheets, you can see this is just one magnetic sheet, but yeah, I've got one on that side, I've got one on that side, and when I flip that over, I've got its friend on the reverse.
Fab.
So, you know, if you, like me, I have to keep all my dies in series so that when I come to resell them, then that is just one launch, okay? So absolutely brilliant for those. Right, so as we said earlier, bend all your glue tabs, because otherwise you're going to get in a sticky mess.
Laura Hernandez just saying these are gorgeous. Let us know what you've popped into your baskets or what you're popping in. And EB on YouTube says these are so charming, almost like a little genie in a bottle.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
So this section here, we go back, forward, back. And that is how you need to bend your sides. So back, forward, back. So you're making a wee little sort of concertina on those side panels, like so. Make sure that they're all bent as well. So let's bring that base in. So all you're going to do before I go any further, you're literally going to bring them over and stick them all over the top of each other.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take all of this off of here. Oh, core blimey. There we go. Once you get a little corner up, then you're away. So just taking all that. I'm not going to take the middle ones off. I might just take one off, because let's face it, once the sides are stuck, you're going to be absolutely fine.
Would you always use red, like I know you said you're using it for TV purposes, but would you always use that at home anyway?
On metallic, I would.
Right.
Yeah, because red normal glue tends to peel away.
Yeah.
From metallic. So all I do now is I fold those out of the way. Okay, so they're all out of the way so that I can visually see the edge of that design.
Yeah.
And I'm placing one directly over the top of the other. And I'm going to come around the other side now. And we're going to do exactly the same on there as well.
I suppose this way of kind of construction as well gives you a very sturdy base, doesn't it?
It gives you a very sturdy bottom.
You want a sturdy bottom, don't you?
You most certainly do.
No floppy bottoms here, thanks very much.
So let's place the other one in as well. So just take that middle one out so that it's going to stick on that middle. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to align that one up on the base as well. So we've now got that whole design set on there. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to do the wee little one down the bottom first. So I'm going to come round and I'm going to take away all my red liner on those bottom panels first of all. So just work your way around. If you work in sections, and then you're going to be absolutely fine. Now when you get a tonic packaging, the die, the piece of card that the die comes on, open that up and you'll find all the instructions in there as well.
Okay.
If not, go on to our YouTube and you will find videos on there as well. So just fold that one in and stick it.
The other good thing as well, I know our regular viewers will know this already, but if you're new to us, of course, you can watch this show back at your leisure as well. It will stay here on our Facebook page, but also we are on YouTube. I know a lot of you watch us on YouTube. You can subscribe to us there, and you can bookmark your shows. You can set up a little playlist too. So if you bought anything from this show, and again you want to recreate any of the demos that Jodie's showing you, then again do that. Subscribe to us, and then you'll have all of these to watch back, so you can craft at your leisure. There is plenty out there. You're never going to be left at home, and I think that's the worst thing in the world, isn't it? That if you go into like a craft store, for example, and you grab something off the shelves and you have all these ideas of what you're going to do, but then you get it home and you're a little bit stuck. There's no reason to be stuck here, is there? Because as I say, you're very active on the socials as well, aren't you, Jodie and Tonic?
We are, yeah. You can find me just about anywhere. I'm like a bad smell.
I wouldn't describe you as a bad smell. I would describe you as the nice ball.
What?
You smell like the nice little balls.
I do.
You're not a bad smell. You're a little ball smell. What are they called again? Help me out, someone.
Scent bursts.
You are not like a bad smell. You are like a scent burst. It's great to have you back. It's great to work with you again. Probably be the last time I've seen you. Not seen you for 4 years. It'll be another 4 years now. He said I smelt like scent bursts. Scent bursts is what you smell like. You know what I meant.
God, blimey me.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh, I tell you. So we're just sticking all that base together. So you now got that lovely little base. Okay. Now we've got Easter coming. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll bring it back.
Yes,
Yeah,
you be the professional here.
We've
Jodie.
got Easter coming. Yeah. What about going to buy your chocolate eggs and actually using that just as the egg cup to put the chocolate egg in? Yeah.
Oh,
You could
nice.
then cellophane it up, put the cellophane on, and you've got that lovely little egg in there. But it can be a really cheap egg rather than buying all that packaging. You could just have the egg
Yeah, 'cause you
inside
can buy
there
the
as well.
bags of the cheaper eggs,
Yeah,
can't you? Yeah,
abso-
great idea.
absolutely. So let's make the actual dome that goes on the top. Now you've got 2 different designs in this, and we are going to use both those designs in here. Now we've already layered all these up. We've got double-sided sticky sheets behind it as well, because what we've actually done is we've done a little bit of glitter behind there, but then we've also come into that centre area and put a wee little Nouveau drop down the centre of there as well.
Beautiful.
So the Nouveau drop that we've actually used is that one there, which is your plum pudding. So we've used that as well. So just layer all this up to begin with.
Morning to Pammy on YouTube, who's just joined us over in the States. Lovely to have you with us on the craft along over the weekend, Pam. Good morning, Craig, Ben, Jodie from Central New York. And there's lots of laughing emoji faces coming through as well. And I don't know quite why so many people are laughing this morning, but moving swiftly on. I just heard the guys in the gallery go, when did he say that? Mark it down on the sheet, 12:28. That's me in the office after the show. Thanks very much, guys.
Do you know something? Isn't it nice to have a laugh?
Oh, you got to have a laugh.
Life is far too serious at the minute. It's just nice to have a laugh.
We always say here it's like a bit of a escape, isn't it? Because you can come here, you can enjoy, you can be inspired, but you also are guaranteed, no matter who's in, to have a bit of a giggle, to have a bit of a laugh, and we don't take ourselves very seriously here.
It's a good job, really. Isn't it?
Yeah, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
So all I'm doing now is we've stuck the 2 together, and then we bring that all the way around. So you've got that top little dome, and then you're going to bring in these wee little side panels.
Yes.
And make that beautiful finial for the top.
What do you call it?
Finial.
Finial.
Yeah. So I'm just bringing that into the top here, aligning it all up, and just sticking that whole thing together.
Adriana says, good morning, everyone. I've been listening, preparing a cranberry drink.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
having 3 times a day for my detox.
Oh.
Wow. Sounds very, very good. Cranberry juice, very nice, actually. And Erica's just sent through a load of face palm emojis. The thing is, I don't feel so bad about what happened a few moments ago because you probably don't know. I've known Jodie for a few years.
You have.
So I've probably said worse to her. To be fair, so, yeah. She takes it in the right way. That's the good thing. We know each other.
So I'm just bending these little tabs out slightly, okay?
Yep.
Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off all my red liner tape now on these little bits here. And we're just going to then put our panels onto them.
Do you know what I love about this? And as much as you obviously pre-cut these before you started, so obviously there's a bit of time involved with the die cutting, but once you've decided on your cardstock and the colours that you're going to use, you're showing actually how easy these are put together. I mean, it's not like a little 2-minute job, but if you want to sit down and have a nice sort of half an hour of crafting, these come together quickly, don't they?
They do. So placing that onto there, and then you wrap it around itself. And look, you can see I've got my finger behind, and I'm actually pressing that edge right into my glue tab.
Okay.
So press it in, get rid of that little bit of red liner that's hiding in there, and bring it all the way around. So the next one is going to come in there now. Place that one in, and then all the way around the house there. So you've now got sort of, I don't know.
Looks like a shuttlecock.
It does look like a shuttlecock, yeah. So now we're going to stick our sides together. So bringing in the side, and all it is a case of joining that side up, catching your red liner on the inside.
Also looks like, what did you guys in the gallery just say looks like a big top? Or did I just imagine that? Oh, windmill. Don't know where big top came from. It does look like a windmill.
I thought a cheese grater.
Oh, yes. A very elaborate cheese grater. It would be fab.
So that there is that little top.
Yep.
Now to actually adhere this onto your base, you've got a die that looks like that.
Ooh.
And you're going to cut 2 of them, and you're going to stick them together, but not at the base. You're going to actually do them at the base like that. So you're going to put your lid on. You're going to take your base. You're going to take away that little bit of red liner tape. Come on, let's have you. You're going to keep that flush on there. You're going to bring your tab up, put that through that little hole, and then stick that to the bottom of that little container. Now in this collection, in the squidgy one, you have got that beautiful tag as well, and we're going to use that in conjunction with this one. So just bring that up, I'm going to put that one through there and stick that one down, and then the last one, take that one off of there and that one off of that side, and then turn that round, bring that into there, tape it down.
Clever.
And then that beautiful little bag charm that comes just because we've got it on a little keychain, and that is just going to go around its neck. Just shorten it if you want it short. But what a beautiful little perfume bottle, sweet container, egg holder.
Whatever you want it to be. Or like I've got over here, one of your small little, you know, I've got a little, what do you call it? A what?
A nip.
Excuse me. And you said I've said some strange things today. Yeah, little drinks bottle in there. Do you know what? More than anything, I mean, I love the decorative element of this, but I also love, I'll take that little bottle out of there. Yoink. I love the idea of just having a little fancy Easter egg in there. Again, you don't want to spend like loads of money on those eggs. I mean, you can spend a lot of money on Easter eggs, right? How nice just to be able to buy those cheaper ones and create your own little bases, like Jodie's just said, I think that's a lovely, lovely idea. Or indeed, you could fill these up with a few of those smaller Easter eggs and then just pop that little top on there as well, which is really cute. So you get the ability to be able to make all of these different alluring perfume bottles. The mummy one, the daddy one, and the baby one, or the tall one, the dumpy one and the small one. They have all got beautiful names. So you've got your ephemeral essence, which is 27 dyes in total. There's the little middle one there. This one is called your gorgeous sweet fragrance, your alluring perfume, and then you've got that wonderful impression incense as well, which is the one that you saw Jodie just making a few moments ago. Plenty of metal for your money right there, and so much versatility. Again, can't impress on you enough as to how many times you'll be using these for all sorts of different occasions, because again, you've got the ability to personalise these for each occasion and each person that you're going to be making them for. £51.99 or $60.79 if you are a platinum member. Right, I realise we are rapidly running out of time, but still just enough time to show you the layering dyes that we've got on the show. And do you know what? As much as I'll show you the deal on this, we need to go to Jodie fairly swiftly so that you can get in your mind's eye just as to how many different combinations you've got with this set. So we're going to mention 46 dyes in total. So you've got your gorgeous scalloped heart collection, and then also the classical frames as well, which on their own look absolutely beautiful, and you've got lots of different combinations with them, but working together, plenty, as you'll just see in a few moments time. And then also in this collection you're going to get your scallop flower and your circular blooms. Once again, work individually, or indeed you can combine the two to create even more effects. The deal for the full set, so 46 dyes in total, is at the bottom of your screen there. But wait for a second here, get ready to have your mind blown. Jodie's about to show you all of the different combinations that you can create with these layering dyes, and it's off the chart amazing, isn't it?
It's unbelievable, because you can cross-pollinate all these together. You can make completely different ways, from your base all the way down to your apertures. So we're going to quickly flick through these. Now these are just some of the configurations, because we've done these in sets. So all these that you're seeing here, oops, we've missed a board, look. All these that you are seeing here is one set. That's one set, okay? Your second set, all your apertures, all your frames, all your matte and layers. So that's your second set.
Amazing.
But imagine all those cross-pollinated with each other now. So you could cross-pollinate your first collection with your second collection and make something completely different. You can mix your hearts with your sculpts, for example.
Yeah.
Now coming down, you've then got your florals.
Wow.
So all these, your mattes, your
Yep.
layers, your beautiful little sprays for your flowers. So that is design set number 1. And design set number 2, imagine all those now cross-pollinated with all those ones. You could come up with totally different combinations, but you're able to achieve all those different looks just using those 4 die sets, okay? Now, because they are all verso edged dies, you can do so many different things with them. Now, as I said, you know, I store mine on the A4 magnets, yeah? So look, that is literally filling that A4 magnet without any issue whatsoever. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make a really, really quick little card.
Okay.
Now, because we can actually use these individual dies, let me find the right dies so that you can see what I'm rabbiting on about. Because these are verso, verso means that once we've done the design, imagine that being a design on a piece of paper. What we do is we take the outside edge away and make it into a separate die.
Right.
So this gives us the outside, and this stays in the card. So what we've actually done, can you see how we've cut that into the card first of all? So that's been cut into the card.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've taken the outside edge, put the outside edge on, but then we've only put our cutting plates on this bit and run it through the machine. So this bit has not had a cutting plate on it at all. So what then that does is it gives us that wee little fold back for the card. So let's go ahead and start to put some of these matte and layers together. So I'm going to bring in that beautiful deep Moroccan red. So that's going to go into there. We're going to come in with the outside edge dye, which is going to give us that lovely flower. And we're going to stick that one onto there as well. So we've got that little bit of gold popping through there. But before I stick that down, I'm going to play with this bit here. So let's go ahead. I want that beautiful colour to pop through to the front.
Yep.
So we're going to stick this on the rear of here. So let's just go round, just add in a little bit of adhesive just onto all those wee little edges. And then I'm going to open this up, and from the back I'm going to slide it through because I want it to match absolutely perfectly on those little areas like so.
Okay.
So I've got that. So I'm going to have that burgundy popping through to the front as well. We're going to bring its matte and layers in. It's going to go that way round. So I'm going to bring my matte and layers in now. And I'm going to have a wee little gold one into the middle.
You've just been called the Queen of Construction
Oh,
on Facebook.
thank
Cyrissa
you.
Wood says you're the Queen of Construction. You're very talented, she says.
I love 3 dimension.
Yeah.
That's where I get my mojo from.
Yeah.
I really do. You know, it just gives me a kick taking that flat piece of cardstock
Yeah.
that should be flat and changing it into something absolutely amazing. So I've got all my matte and layers on there. I'm going to bring this one in, and I'm literally going to stagger it. So we've got that sort of gold popping out of the sides here as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it in now, a little bit of glue on the back. And before I stick it down, we're going to find where it needs to be, which is there. There we go. So just ease that to the, I want it to be absolutely perfect in there. There we go. And all we're going to do now is we're going to bring some little strips across the top here to just dull down that space at the top, bringing in all those little bits of metallic and everything else.
Isn't it amazing how like the delicacy of these like detailed borders that you don't like? What I'm trying to say, in the white, it just looks amazing. You don't sometimes always need to add tons and tons of colour, do you?
No, and then we're going to bring in. Oh, which one we're going to use? Let's have a look. That one. So we're going to bring in the Moroccan red.
Okay.
And I'm going to have 3 blobs up there. And then I'm going to come around this circle now. And I'm just bringing in my wee little blobs just on the end of those edges. Remember, keep your Nouveau drops warm.
Yes.
They don't like to be cold.
Stick them in your bra.
Absolutely. Stick them in your bra if you're a lady.
Yep.
Gentlemen, stick them in your pockets. They work so much better
Yeah.
at room temperature.
Details of your Moroccan red at the bottom of the screen. £2.49 individually today, or $2.90. That's before your discount as well, by the way.
So now that will stand out like so. I'm not going to put it fully down.
No.
Because my blobs will go down, and that's one of the things to think about. When you've done your blobs, you have to dry them flat, okay? Because if you do your blobs upright, they go like teardrops, okay? And they will start to slide down your card. But the other thing to also think about with your blobs, because your blobs are the last thing that you put onto your card.
Yeah.
If you're not that confident of doing your blobs straight onto your card, what you're going to do, let's just have a delve in my bag. What you're going to do is you're going to take the backing from your 3D foam. Okay, you know the little greaseproof carrier sheet that's on there? You can actually do your blobs straight onto your carrier sheet. You can then let them dry, and then once those are dry, they will flip off, and you can put those in a little cello bag ready to be used. yeah? And then all you're going to do is just stick them on with some adhesive straight onto your actual card. And therefore, if you do smudge, it's on your carrier sheet rather than your card.
That's a lovely, lovely tip. Beautiful project as well, says Linda Vasquez on Facebook. Just to mention as well, I didn't touch on it, but the drops, they are available individually right now. There is a bundle. We are working on getting that one to you, but I know lots of you are buying the individuals. But if you are waiting, because you've said, I want to get them all, I want to get that bundle price, we are working on getting that available for you very, very quickly indeed. However, if you want to go for the layering die set, that bundle is live and available for you to jump in and grab right now. So all 46 of those dies included. You definitely need sets like this in your crafty life, and this one, you know, as good as, if not better than any. £83.99 or $99.99 is your price. So everyone's saving, what, $35.97 or $43.97. Platinum, $67.19 or $79.99. I just want to quickly recap before we have a little bit of a check to finish up on the storage, which is proving really, really popular. We've got the medium ring binder, which loads of you have been going for. Super sturdy, these. Love the fact that you can label up whatever's in them as well. You've got your carry handle and also your handle to be able to take that nice and easily off your shelf. And these also come with your magnets and sleeves as well. So 12 magnetic panels and 12 sleeves included. And if you thought that price was brilliant, by the way, the magnetics are just like, they're unbelievable. Wait till you get these home and see how magnetized these are and just how weighty these are too. But if you thought that price was good for one, I mean, pick your jaw off the floor when you find out that you get two for that price. So 2 lots of the folders, 2 lots of the magnets and the sleeve sets for £23.19 or $43.99 is brilliant, and why so many of you are flying in and grabbing those. I would say more of you potentially are grabbing the large as well, because we've got that available for you on the same sort of deal, and it's not just a 1-for, it's a 2-for. We're bringing you the 2 large folders, plus you're going to get 6 of the magnetic sheets and 6 of the sleeves to go in there as well. I mean, and these are brilliant, right? Again, for those larger dies, as Jodie was saying, if you've got a lot of those larger tonic dies, these are brilliant. If you want to save by particular collections, you can, because of course the A4 size affords you to do that. But these sleeves are absolutely brilliant as well. You've got the little pop stud on there too, so you can take these out. Maybe there's like particular projects that you're working on that you want to pop all of your cardstock and your paper, and you want to kind of like store these separately. They're perfect for doing that as well. And what I would impress on you once again is that the price here is for that once and then twice, which is just brilliant. $35.99. Biggest storage folders that I've seen, certainly, and you can pick them up for $35.99 or just $47.19 if you're a Platinum member. I cannot believe we're almost at the end of the show. We need to very quickly get the vote of the show going. So, Jodie, I will come to you in just a second. Craig has made one little project. I thought you did 2, Craig, but obviously, oh yes, you did a technique-y demo, didn't you? But this is Craig's beautiful card that he made with the gorgeous outline die.
It's got no chance.
Don't be like that.
It's got no chance.
Don't be like that. It's got loads of chance. You've got every chance of winning today. So that's number 1. No, you might. That's number 1.
Demo of the week.
All
right, okay.
I liked it. You're doing yourself down here. I'm going to vote for you. I'm going to get on Facebook now and I'm going to vote. Jodie, can you please share us yours? So number 2, please.
Right, so I've got the beautiful little Moroccan lantern there with all those gorgeous little flowers around the top.
Yep.
And then I have got your absolute gorgeous perfume bottle with that lovely little tag on the front. And you've also got in there your beautiful nesting dies as well. Now, I have to say, I want my name on this scroll of paper. Seeing as I'm going to be a permanent fixture here now. Get my name on this piece of paper. Yeah. I'm due 1 star already.
I'm just putting there, hang on, I'm just typing on our Facebook page now. Number 1, Craig is da best. Kiss,
now
kiss.
I want to see what you really wrote.
That's what I've written. Number 1, Craig is the best. Kiss, kiss. Send. There we go. Sent it off. Our guys will be able to see that now. Just looking through, there's not many. I think I'm the only one so far. only a number. There's lots of 2s coming through. But you never know, Craig. You might catch up. I voted for you, mate.
Thanks.
Whilst we give you guys the opportunity to vote, somebody else vote for 1, for goodness sake. Let's have a look at this week's Get It Got It Good. Launched today, actually, the Spectrum Noir Metallic Selezione. And this is brilliant because you've got a whole host of different metallics. So you've got the metallic pencils in here. You've also got the metallic markers as well. So you've got the antique elements and I think it's the rare elements in there as well. But you're getting 2 sets of pens. But also on top of that, we're giving you the 9x12 black paper pad included too. That's coming to you for free within this bundle. It works out at a 20% saving, $29.58 platinum today, $39.08. And that deal, of course, is yours this week or whilst stocks last. Whilst we wait for the vote to come through, we're just having a bit of a sit down at the end of the show. Craft Chat Create, of course, all about doing all of those things. So we're chatting today, and today's National Day. There's always a National Day. It is National Name Day, basically. So do you have a fun fact about your name? Maybe you were named after somebody famous, or maybe there's a particular reason why you were called the name you were called. We've shared loads of your stories already today. Craig, I'll reveal what your name means in just a second, but Jodie, we were chatting to you a little bit earlier on, and you said you've got a good story as to why you're called Jodie.
Right, so my mum was actually working at a patent agency, and during the lunch break, they did the Ouija board.
They did what?
They did the Ouija board. And she asked it how many children she'd have. It said 2. She asked it what sex they'd be. It said girls. And she asked it what her name would be. And it spelled out Jodie, so she dared not call me Jodie, so she called me Jodie. So yeah, my name came from the Ouija board.
That's awesome.
Is it?
That is absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
I'm a bit freaked out now by that.
I think that's fab.
I knew you'd like that because
Yeah,
you
I
love all
love
of those
that.
kind of spooky, scary
Yeah.
things, don't you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Brilliant.
I don't know how we can top that now,
No,
really.
no.
Yeah, I know. My mum was a bit, yeah.
So you were named from the powers beyond.
I was named from the Ouija board.
Craig, your
Yes.
name.
Okay.
Do you know, obviously it's of Scottish origin.
Yeah.
Your name means
Keep it clean.
the man who lives on the rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's better than on the edge.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. Just about tipped over it sometimes.
We've got some other names here. So thank you to Erin who's researched all of this. So like my name. So obviously I'm Charles Benjamin.
Oh, was
Joseph.
that it?
What? That's the end of your bit, yeah.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah.
What? Oh yes, that's what your name. What else do you want? What else do you
I
want?
don't know. I thought maybe you were going to like just
No, it's the
expand
man.
a little bit.
No, the man who lives on the rock.
On the rock.
Yeah.
What does
The
that?
rock.
What does my name mean? What does that mean?
I don't know. It means originally there was a man called Craig.
That lived on the
He
rock.
lived on the rock. And everyone was like, "Oh, hang on a minute. That Craig bloke, he lives on a rock. So let's name other people Craig." And then when they said, "Oh, why are you called Craig?" and they went, "Oh, well, there used to be this guy who lived up the road. Well, he didn't actually live in a house. He lived on a rock. So that's why."
I was a way to say. So Dwayne the Rock Johnston.
Yes.
Was named after me.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not listening, Erin. Shut up. I like that. Wish I had
Benjamin.
this money though. And his
Benjamin.
body. Sorry.
Did you say you showed his body?
Yeah.
Benjamin, my name, from the Old Testament and the Bible means son of the right hand. I knew you were going to laugh at that. I knew that was going to be the reaction. And literally the most childish reaction ever.
I'm sorry, I got tears.
My first name, though, Charles, means free man. Free man. So I am a free man, son of the right hand.
I need a tissue.
Let's move on swiftly and look at some other members of the team. For when you do your show, she's crying. When you do your show later on with George, you know what the word George means?
No.
It's not as funny as my name. Greek origin means farmer. Farmer.
I wondered what you were going to say then.
What else can we do here? Your mum, Denise, French origin, connected to Dionysos, the god of vegetation and wine.
Definitely the
wine,
wine.
yeah.
Definitely the wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Yep.
And just one little story I thought I'd share with you as well, which is quite cute. So you know my daughter Daisy,
Yeah.
derived from the name of the plant, obviously. Her middle name is Lauren, and we called her Lauren because that was the name of the lady who delivered us. So Daisy Lauren. My wife is called Laura, as you know. So Laura and Ben. And when we brought Daisy home, and my dad went, "Oh, what's the name?" Daisy Lauren. He went, "What a brilliant middle name." And we went, "Oh, what do you mean?" He went, "Lauren." He went, "What do you mean brilliant?" He said, "Well, you've done it because you combined your two names, haven't you?" We were like, "What?" He said, "Laura and Ben, Lauren." And we were like, "Oh, yeah, that's exactly why we did it. Yeah, exactly." But yeah, so that's Daisy.
That's cool. That's like Ouija board cool.
It's not as cool as it's not as cool as Ouija board cool, is it not? It's not. But thank you so much for all of your comments coming through. Thank you for Christine, who says ha 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 ha. Christine then goes on to say ha 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 ha, and Sean says ha 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 ha. You three are hilarious. And Sue apparently can't crochet with all this going on. Suzette Suze says, you guys are too much this morning. You are welcome. And Christine says, Craig, you are the rock.
Thanks.
Yeah. Demo of the show now. What do you reckon's won?
Number 2 or 3.
It isn't you.
No, but no obvious there.
The winner of Demo of the show, Jodie, you've done it. Number 2.
Oh.
Little lantern.
Little lantern. They're both cool. That one's really gorgeous,
isn't it?
isn't it?
Really,
Isn't
really
it?
good.
Whilst those coats, you just look at their projects there, I can tell you that still lots to come here. We're back in an hour, actually. Launch day is going to be here. We've got those brand new border dies coming up. It'll be me and Sarah. Oh, Sarah means princess, apparently. So it's son of the right hand and the princess coming up at 2 o'clock. This afternoon. An hour of launch day. Jodie will be back if someone's managed to find a tissue in the meantime with more tonic products, and then the second hour of launch day following that. And then a little bit later on, Monday Makers is here. Corinne, I wonder what her name means. We'll find out. She will be here for Monday Makers with the lovely George from 6, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Pacific. Thank you so much, guys.
Pleasure.
Seriously.
Oh, I'm back as well for a Facebook Live tonight.
Oh, yeah, don't forget his Facebook Live tonight if he's composed himself. I'll see you in an hour's time. Bye for now. Unbelievable.
Toodles. Bye.